All right, good afternoon, chat. I'd ask how everybody's doing, but I can probably guess how you're doing. I'm sure most of y'all in here are waiting for that TWAB. At least I am. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Farris anti-cheat? I know! Fucking finally, man. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess I didn't put that in the title or anything. Bungie actually confirmed on Twitter that there's finally actually for real gonna be anti-cheat in Destiny 2. They're putting Battle Eye in it. So, you know, I've heard some people say stuff about, like, even though like Siege has Battle Eye, it has some issues, but like it's better than nothing, man. Like if it helps cut down the cheaters a bit, like that's fine by me. Yeah, let's swap over to the game view. But yeah, no, just chilling with some Destiny, waiting for that TWAB to go live, and then we'll go ahead and read it here live on stream. 5.8k words. Yeah, no, it's a chunky TWAB. It's a heckin chungus. Wow, somebody reported got banned. That's awesome. New Bungie name. That's cool. Trials won't suck as much. Yeah, no. Anti-cheat coming. 3P getting removed. Trials rework is coming. Did they nerf Anarchy? I mean, not yet, but they've said that something's gonna happen to it, and we'll probably get the details about it today. So just be ready, because Anarchy's getting its comeuppance. Let me go ahead and just throw on the Boyd. Oh, hang on, I need to get my my mod in order. When are you gonna upload another funny video? Next season, once there's hopefully actual content that is, I feel like would make for a good video. But you know, just to start off, I'm gonna do some corrupted expunges because I haven't done those for the week, and those are quick. But yeah, no, probably first thing, like, I really want to do a Mythoclast video because I really wanted to do one when it came back this season, but like, it's just so bad that like trying to get footage for it would just be suffering. Where's linear reserves? Right there. Anarchy damage buff. God, can you imagine? Why is the viewership so high? I don't know, it's just because people are looking at Destiny right now. Waiting for that TWAB and shit. We'll get it one day. Telesto the Besto better not get nerfed. I can't imagine they're going to do anything to like directly nerf Telesto. They might. I'm sure they'll try to keep it as similar to it as now. I'm trying to think how to word it, but I can't imagine it's going to change much. The fusion rifle rework is coming, but they'll probably try to leave Telesto as it is. Because I know they said a little while back that they want to rework fusion rifles as a whole to put some more variety in the different archetypes. So maybe, if I had to guess, maybe like different archetypes of fusion rifles will like, maybe they'll shoot different amounts of bolts or something. I don't know. Fighting Lion buff. Honestly, if anything, I expect the Fighting Lion nerf. Not like, oh, okay, I guess I just won't climb that. I don't expect maybe like a direct Fighting Lion nerf, but probably something to grenade launchers as a whole. They've already said something's going to happen to them in PvP slightly. Something about their ability to like finish off weakened targets or some shit like that. Oh, it's right behind me. So we'll see what happens, because if Fighting Lion gets nerfed, it's most likely just going to be collateral from overarching GL nerfs. Dude, you make awesome videos. Keep at it. Hey, thanks, man. I do want to keep at it. Just gotta get some content. Still don't know how crossplay is going to work with Crucible. They already explained how it's going to work with Crucible. So console players and Stadia players are going to queue with each other naturally on Crucible. PC players will queue with other PC players, but if a console player is in a lobby with a PC, if a console player joins the fire team of a PC player, then they'll all be in the PC queue. Is how they said it's going to work. They released it? Let me see. Am I being bamboozled right now? No, they didn't. I've been debated. What do you think of Merciless with the new holster mods? I mean, I'm sure it'll be alright, but like, I don't know. I'm more curious to see what they do to Merciless itself. I don't know why I'm even hitting that. I don't need to do this. tricks. Ah! I have tweet deck up. I'll see it when it comes up. All right, cool. Will you ever do a funny ultra kill video? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know if I just like really wanted a video I wanted to make. I could oop something out, you know. Are you gonna keep using fighting line even if it gets nerfed into the ground? I mean, it all depends on like how hard it would even get nerfed. Hey, can I get some more heavy game? Like, please? Oh, there we go. Gonna use Arc Soul so hard next season? Yeah, it definitely seems like it'll be a little bit nicer. I kind of wish they were doing something to Getaway Artists, but I guess it's not, like, bad or anything, so I can understand why they aren't changing it. Nova Warp gonna be spicy in PvP? Yeah, no, I can't wait to start using Nova Warp again. It's honestly just such a fun class. I can't imagine it'll become popular in PvE by any means, outside of just like doing strikes or some low-level shit. But I don't know. At least it won't be completely worthless anymore. And handheld supernova will actually kill things in PvE. Like, it really just goes to show how bad handheld supernova was in PvE, that they're literally doubling its damage. Oh, really? What stasis weapon should D2 add? A fusion rifle first off, because if Krausesia has anything to go off of, it's going to go in the kinetic slot, so that means we could technically have a kinetic fusion rifle finally. That isn't Bastion. Damn, that was... Was this really my corrupted key drop? Only a 62? That shit sucks. Farris thoughts on stasis weapons? I mean, it's a new element. I think it's mostly going to depend on what kind of perks they have, but, you know, it's cool so far. You have weapons that now deal different blue damage. Like, it's shut down in Nova Warp so much, yeah. Like, it'll be fun to run Nova Warp in PvP, but I feel like it's most glaring, like the most glaring issue about the super isn't getting addressed, which I think is like the charge up mechanic on it. Because just clicking with Nova Warp and doing that tiny blast, that shit is worthless in PvP. It's like melee range. Like, it's such short range that you're going to eat a shotgun melee if you try to do that to somebody, which you might tank it, but like, even after you kill them and you get the heal, you're maybe going to be like half health. And then it takes so long to charge up the blast that like you're just going to get shot as you do it. So, I don't know. The movement speed penalty removal while you're charging might be nice, but I feel like people are still just going to get murdered trying to just go for fat Nova Warps, you know? You know, I just thought, does Nova Warp still refund your grenade on cast? I know it used to. Like, Nova Warp used to be weird. It used to fully recharge your grenade when you cast it and also when the super ended. And I know I tried it recently and it did not refresh it when the super ended. But I haven't paid attention if on cast it still does it. What primary exotics you want to see buffed? Teraba #1. Teraba, along with like any of the other charge-based ones, like keep their charge when you stow them. Or like do something to where it's just not so annoying, and then also give it a catalyst. Like, I'd love to see a catalyst for Teraba that makes it to where, like, if you kill something with it, it just adds like a flat amount of time to its buff, instead of just how it works now, where dealing damage adds time. Because it'll make it easier to keep it like sustained in PvP or something. Or maybe if they just, make the catalyst so that it increases how much time you gain for dealing damage. So like if you procced the catalyst on Teraba, you could actually just keep shooting a boss. Stop using fighting line? No. More Siva weapons win? I don't know. You already have Outbreak. I mean, I guess technically whenever we get Wrath of the Machine back, if it's ever coming back. Would be cool. When will the TWAB be posted? I don't know. That's what we've all been waiting on. Farris, what you gonna do if GLs get nerfed? Probably still use them because I fully expect and support them getting nerfed. Controverse hold with hands is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah. A lot of people are gonna start running that again. I kind of wish in the armor TWAB they I kind of wish they changed Controverse to where it wasn't a random amount of energy rewarded on kill. Or when you deal damage, I mean. I kind of wish it was just like a flat amount of energy based on grenade kills. Because, you know, sometimes you throw a grenade and, like, you just don't get shit. Like, let's see how much I get here. Okay, I got like a quarter of it, but, you know, sometimes you don't get any energy. Sometimes it's a full refund. Like, I just wish it was more consistent, you know? It's not bad by any means, though, and it's still fine with a top Vortex because you're probably going to get a full recharge anyway because it'll proc twice. Can I get Frenzy up, please? Oh, it's for one shot, whatever. I really wish there was rally flags in here. What? Oh, duh, he's not gone yet. I'm over here waiting to shoot the cube. Shader on Fatebringer? Heresy? I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, it's not like you can make it look like the original one that easily unless you pay for the Eververse shader pack, which is fucking lame. Did this guy not drop heavy? Am I like seeing things? Or did it fall off? That guy dropped heavy. No, my heavy! I'd like a new Waveframe GL. I'd like for Waveframe GLs to be a little bit better. First off. Bop. Clearly we need a buff to Ruinous Effigy. I mean, honestly, yeah. They nerfed it for no reason, and then its usage rate dropped to 0. Really? A Grid Skipper and Robes again? 52. That is gross. Effigy needs a buff though, it's a squirt gun. Yeah. Buff to Mythoclast? Yeah, they said they were looking at something to do with it. Moving target frenzy, multi-kill. I said it before, every single weapon needs a kinetic and one of every element type per each archetype. I mean, at the very least, like, yeah, every weapon type needs a kinetic and an energy. But, I don't know. I don't think like every single weapon type needs to have every single damage type available. Like, that's nice for freedom of choice, but I kind of understand why Bungie wouldn't want to do that, because then, like, I don't know, you kind of have to try other things if there's like a super specific build you want to go for, I guess. But really there's options for just about whatever you'd want, unless you want like something hyper specific. Like, I don't know, let's say you wanted to run like Nezarec Sin, so you wanted a void energy weapon. Like, what's a weapon type that doesn't have a void? I guess there isn't a void 3-burst sidearm? And maybe like some of the other frames? Is stochastic arc or void? I can't remember. Messed up part is that traces used to be primary. Yeah, no, traces have been on a fucking roller coaster of like weapon type or like archetype changes. It's arc, okay. But like year one, they were energy weapons, so they used the green brick, but they were like technically primary. Then I want to say for a bit in Forsaken were trace rifles still primary, at least for a bit, and then they made them special. Or were they special weapons in Forsaken, then they got made primaries, and then they got made back into special? Because I forget how exactly it went, but I do remember at one point tracer rifles being primaries, and I remember Prometheus lens when it was a primary, it was fucking awesome. Because you could actually just lay into crowds and shit and just never stop firing. But now it's kind of in PvE. Because you're just going to be so wasteful with ammo, especially with the scav nerfs coming in. Like, it's like, why would you ever use Prometheus lens as a special? Change Cold Heart to stasis. Cold Heart isn't a stasis gun though. The cold part of Cold Heart comes from like the core on it that like super chills it or whatever. I mean, I guess it does also say like the coolant is also like, it's like ammo source. All right, gonna have to ask you to stop with the spam, pal. TWAB is up. Post proof. They were trace rifles since vanilla D2. They just take special ammo. Yeah, so super chill mobs. I don't know. I can't imagine they change it to stasis because, you know, stasis is also like very specifically like darkness energy. No, what they will do though is they'll give us a stasis trace rifle and it'll do something like the polar opposite of Cold Heart just to fuck with people. I was up, no liar. Oh, we'll see. Let me finish this up. Do traces still work with Actium? I don't think they do. I don't know if they ever did. Granted, of course, I'm not a Titan man, so my memory is a little bit more fuzzy on what type of niche stuff Titans had. I know there was a point where I know auto rifle mods used to be what you had to use on trace rifles until they got their own suite of mods finally, but hey. Not up. Speaking of kinetic SMGs, I miss tracklist, dude. I miss it too, man. I miss it too, but at the same time, Ultimac has like way more range, so I don't know how much I miss it nowadays. Dude, how many grid skippers am I gonna get today? It's also a double perk. Oh, I don't know. That might not be like awful, I guess. Next is 20. No. Eh, I'm not gonna use that. Bob still isn't up, not up. Well, I'm getting a big L for the movement. Oh yeah. What's the strikes looking like today? Wow, heavyweight. Don't mind if I do. I miss Pillager. See, I literally never had a good Pillager, but it's also got shit zoom, so I can't really miss it that much. Yeah, no, still no TWAB. Just checked it on my phone. What's your ship? It's the Last Wish ship? No, this is just the... Actually, this might be the last ship. The Last Wish ship. Yeah, because it's got, like, this effect to it. You have to get the glittering key from Riven, I think, and then you have to go do some extra shit in Last Wish to get it. Commander Vuvuzela. How about Misfit? I don't think I didn't use Misfit that much because it was an energy weapon, but it was definitely good just because it rolled scopes. They had good perks too. I know I had a friend who really liked Misfit. And then yeah, I got sunset, so lol. Is there a time for the TWAB? Nope. Everybody just assumed it would be up already because these last couple of TWABs have been releasing pretty early, like usually around like daily reset time, but otherwise they usually drop around like 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific. And that seems like that's what we're gonna get. Because it's like an unironic like Omega TWAB. And so they're doing whatever, making sure it's all ready to go, I guess. Can I just like skip a health phase? Nope. Magnificent Howl on a sniper rifle? I don't know, that could be kind of interesting if they gave like old Magnificent Howl to something. Something that wasn't a hand cannon. Also, their website was down? Yeah, no, the website was down. They took the game down for a moment. Shit was broke.
I do not grant you safe passage.
Where's my explosive rounds SMG? Honestly,
My tank is restless. Do what you came for. Fight well or die.
I know that was something I thought of. Like, I also kind of wish in the armor TWAB they buffed chromatic fire. Imagine if they buffed chromatic fire to where it just gave your kinetic explosive rounds that matched your element.
Well, Guardians. A shame you must pay the price for your commander's pride. The Guardians kneel to no one. Not even to
I want easier Fighting Lion Catalyst. Yeah, no, how many bounties does the Fighting Lion Catalyst take nowadays? Because, like, I looked into it and I couldn't find a solid number on it. I've seen some, like, there's an API thing that says like 2,500, but that's not the actual number. There's something weird about how it tracks it. Like, I've heard some people say the actual number is like 300 bounties, 170. Yeah, I don't know. It's still like some extreme amount of bounties. Exotic Armored Masterworks will be busted. Yeah. $170 or $135. Yeah, that sounds more correct. It's still like over 100, but I don't know. 300 just sounded ridiculous in my opinion. Weird that they never adjusted it because it was totally tuned around when it got released in Festival of the Lost, where you just did the weeklies and it was fine. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Bop. What am I getting shot by that? Oh, that's why. Is it really that much? Yeah, it's some like crazy amount. On top of needing like, I don't know if it's like 1,000 kills with Fighting Lion itself. Which, I mean, that's not too bad. Just load up Shattered Throne and just throw away it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the only catalyst in the game that requires bounty completions, which is fucking kind of wacky. Damn it, I thought that was a heavy brick, but it was a purple elemental well. I'm mad. Pretty sure it's 300? Oh. Yeah, I don't know the exact number. You just need like a few hundred kills. Archon's Tempo on a linear fusion? I don't even remember what that perk is. Is that like an exotic perk?
The Guardians are coming for your champion. They're not here for your hospitality. You would attack my tank directly? It is sacred to my men.
Babe, please touch me already. Wait, someone's asking for a throwaway checkpoint.
And my father said
Damn it.
was such fun.
I wonder if we'll get a new dungeon next season like they did with Arrivals. I can't imagine we'll know about that until Tuesday, but could be cool. Oh, I'm gonna die for this, but it's fine. I'm not dead yet. Oh, no, I'm dead. What's your build stats? 100 recovery, 100 discipline. I've got too much, but that's because like I could swap over to other shit if I need to. I just not have to think about it. But yeah, no, max discipline, max recovery is the main part of it. Remember Half D, my babe? Yeah, no, it was so good. Like, we have False Promises now, but it's just not the same. Oh, Archer's tempo. Wasn't there like some finished concept art of a hunter with a Hawkeye armor set similar to Daito when we got with Prophecy? Yeah, there was that Hawkeye hunter, and we haven't seen anything get released with that yet. Archer's Gambit, please. Yeah, no, like I understand why the rituals needed to get removed, but there's like some of them that really they weren't that bad. Which yeah, we have been seeing some ritual perks getting re-released. As long as they don't do something stupid and like re-release Mountaintop. But honestly, even if they did that, like Mountaintop in its current state isn't nearly as bad as it was. It would still just be annoying on principle though. Alright, Farris, what if Not Forgotten got reissued? I mean, it's not even that, like, bad nowadays. Because, like, it's not going to let you 3-tap with Luna anymore. Right? Farris, what is that chess piece? It's the Deepstone Crypt chess piece. Wouldn't you be like, Terrible? What the hell is that? There's a buff for perfect 5th damage by 0.001x. God, remember in Destiny 1 when they buffed the 900 auto rifles? They said they buffed their damage by like 4%, and then people looked at it and the numbers didn't change at all, and everybody was like, well, what the fuck did... What happened with the buff? And then Bungie was like, oh, my bad. It wasn't a 4% damage buff. It was literally a point like 0.004% damage buff. Like something so insignificant that it's like, why did you even tell me this? I would have been happier not knowing about this buff. Ow. God, those things hurt. Oh, God, it's the 30-second cooldown. Oh, it just ate his rift, too. Oh, don't die, Blueberry. Sturm was able to one-tap with an Empowering Luna Faction Rift from 70 meters. Yeah, no, an Empowering Luna Rift is honestly kind of nuts. Like, I'm surprised I don't see more people rock it in PvP just for the range. Like, the kind of range the hand cannons hit is just hilarious. Damn it. Bring back Drang and Mini Tool random rolls. I mean, yeah, I can understand why they probably wouldn't, just because of you know, their legendaries that you're supposed to pair with the exotic, but I don't know. Like, the guns aren't really bad. Like, Mini Tool's not the greatest just because it's a really low range SMG, but otherwise, like, Drang is actually like a really good sidearm. Oh, I should probably put on a Crucible or a Vanguard Prosperity Ghost. I'll probably be too late for that now, though. Wow, I love getting bonds. They're my favorite. Bring back Dragon's Breath. I mean, we're getting back the Hothead next season as a Nightfall drop, which I use the same model as Dragon's Breath, so you're kind of getting it in a roundabout way. You know, I'm gonna use Stasis. Where is it? Yeah, Glacial Harvest. I still have my Drain Baroque. I don't think I kept mine. I think the only one of the, like, old Menagerie guns that I still have is my old Ostringer. Farris, keep those blues, upgrade them to 8 and delete. It's a free 6 Masterwork cores. Oh, and I forget, doesn't that cost like a banana? What do they do to Anarchy? We don't know yet. We just know something's happening to it. And whatever it is, it might not be pretty. But yeah, something's coming. Costs 1 banana. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's something to do with all the excess prisms. I just wish there was a simpler way to like downcycle your what's it called into just the normal enhancement cores though. Professor X. Oh, look at all these blues. He's fresh. He's new. Dire Promise. PvP gun. Took me 36 times to get it. They better not kill it. I mean, they're doing something to it. It's been the best PvE exotic in the game for like 2+ years now.
Hey, hero. I thought you might come back here. What with your buddy getting laid out? You looking
Farris, what's the best stats to run? I mean, that mostly depends on your build, but I would say the best all around is going to be get as much recovery as you can and as much int as you can. At least for PvP, like those two are definitely really important. Like, get as much of those two stats as possible, and then like get extra stats in whatever build you actually want. But you know, then I'm out here just running a max recovery, max discipline because I just like spamming grenades.
Hell no. Barrick's left his pet servitor behind, and the thing went nuts. Thinks it is him. It's running the whole prison.
Huckleberry, but it gets better stability instead of worse on trigger hold. Does it really still get worse?
I'll get this prison.
Like, I'm pretty sure the
Maybe find the light.
description says that, but I feel like I remember them saying they like changed that, but I'm probably wrong.
Cut me off. Watch for oncoming transports.
Incoming.
Give Huckleberry Rampage spec, please. Just delete Rampage spec and just make it part of the mod. Like, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of those spec mods, especially when they're like such slight improvements on the mod. Like, why did they have to be mods? Why couldn't that have just been a buff to the perk? When does the TWAB go live? I don't know. Oh. Oh, I didn't hit him. Rip. Now Huckleberry suffers because he can't put mods on exotics. Yeah, Bungie did say they were doing something to exotic primaries as a whole for next season. So we'll have to see what exactly that is. If I had to guess, they're probably going to give them like anti-champ abilities so they're a bit more desirable in GMs and stuff. Because I think they also like specifically mentioned GMs when they talked about buffing those. Oh, that really missed. What's the Fatebringer shader? Black Armory something. New Age Black Armory? Is that the name of the shader? It's like the normal Black Armory one. That's like the black and red. Yeah, New Age Black Armory. Gives you this edgy, like, Shadow the Hedgehog Fatebringer. I forgot I don't have charge grenades. I just kind of let that rip. And now it didn't hit shit. Oh! I wanted the orbs. Biggest buff to Mytho, change its sound design to the one from D1. I'm gonna be honest, I think I like how it sounds better in D2. I like the extra, like, snappiness it's got now. Because, like, the old noise it makes is still there. It's just that they've also added, like, more of a distinct, like, snap to it, you know? TWAB up. TWAB's here? Hold on, let me see. How dare you punch me? I'm just trying to check if the TWAB's here. I don't see it there. The D1 sound is iconic. Yeah. I don't see anything like it's up yet. And that guy? Nah. No, this dude's using a heavy... Oh, it's Prospector, that's right. It's a guy that's wearing, like, blues and stuff. Soon equals 10 years from now. Destiny 3 is going to release. We'll finally know what patches dropped next week. I don't know. I could see the TWAB. I don't know what a TWAB is. It's out for real this time? It's actually out? Oh boy. Okay, let me finish up the strike and then I'll go ahead and read it. Unless this is some kind of epic troll collaborative effort. This week at Bungie Activision. Bungie split from Activision long ago though. And by long ago I mean like a little over a year ago. Boobity twabbity. It's not out! Check the Bungie Twitter. There's nobody... Professor X, you gotta get on the thing. No joke, TWAB's out, Banshee's in the thumbnail header. Here, while I'm capping this. Oh, yep, Cosmo F5 for TWAB. I don't see it on the app, but yeah, they did post on Twitter. It should, if it's not out yet, it should be up soon.
You face final round. A mighty cabal challenges.
Is the TWAB out? Apparently, yes. Cosmo posted on Twitter to start refreshing the page. Start pressing your F5. We are removing GLs. Ah!
Hey, shiny.
You fought.
Yeah.
Won.
Let me finish this. I'll read it. I'm seeing some people post apparently stuff from it. Maybe not. Maybe yes.
Looks like the trickster left you a present.
They fixed the quick swap shotgun glitch. I mean, as long as that doesn't affect like other weapons and like how it feels, I don't know. If it instills some kind of like fire rate lockout to where you can't like hot swap slugs. Of course, I still need to read if this is true though. I could be getting bamboozled. Stasis legendaries are going to be kinetic. Sick!
An old friend is here. Judgment at hand.
What am I getting immune on? Showcase your fashion, Farris?
What's your scam? You always have one.
I'll show it in just a moment.
Little scam.
My guardian just annihilated their small army to kill one servitor. Do you have an army?
Damn. No rocket, rip. Alright, let's hit that orbit.
To help one of my favorite guardians.
I like the primary ammo economy change. Yeah, I saw a Reddit post that was theorizing that they might get infinite ammo, and I'm seeing somebody say like apparently they did it. But yeah, no, if people want to peep my drip, This is what I'm wearing right now. Oh, I just realized I have a different shade on my gloves. I think I was using it with something else. This is supposed to also be monochrome. There we go. But yeah, there's that drip. Alright, well now that that's going, let me go ahead and get this TWAB open. Just a moment. Alright. It's not there yet, hang on. Let's try that again. Someone said on Twitter? Yep, this week at Bungie, 8/19. All right, here, so this was straight from DMG. I'll link it in the chat here. There you go. TWAB link for everybody. Let's go ahead and read it. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Okay, this week at Bungie, we're talking weapons. This is it, the last TWAB of the season. It's been a blast watching Guardians splice away through the Vex network, tackle vaulted glass, and pile up a ton of new rewards during Season of the Splicer. We have jam-packed a lot of Destiny moments since Beyond Light debuted last fall. As we prepare to look forward next week, we take a look back at some of the most epic Destiny moments. And then there's the video they put out earlier this week. That was some highlights and stuff. We are less than a week away from the big reveal showcase. No spoilers, but we have a tune-in page set up, and we'll be streaming both on Twitch and YouTube on August 24th. 7 years of Destiny have led to this moment. Join us to learn more about the new adventure unlike any you've encountered before. The pre-show is starting at 8 AM Pacific, and the showcase itself will kick off at 9. Come find out if you can survive the truth. All right, weapon tuning. Next week's update is ushering in a new season and a big sandbox update to go with it. We've already covered ability tuning, ability tuning here, armor tuning mod changes here. Oh, it's time to go over what is changing with weapons. Here's a weapons feature lead, Chris Proctor with a full rundown. Good day, it's Chris again. We got a lot to talk about in Season 15, including stasis weapons, a rework of fusion rifles, and several changes intended to make certain weapons more relevant in the new activity with the new artifact mods. Let's kick it off by clarifying some terminology. Definition of terms. Recent info on weapons we put out has been confusing, and while generally I'd like to use our internal terms for concepts where possible, in some cases they require too much explanation to use them externally. Here are some definitions and clarifications to help. Fall off. Internally we use fall off min and fall off max to mean start and end, but moving forward we'll use these externally using damage as an example. Same logic applies to aim assist and whatnot. Damage fall off start the distance at which damage fall off begins or stops doing max damage. Damage fall off end distance at which damage fall off ends and hits the damage floor. Projectiles, we use various terms to describe these types externally, including borrowing terms from other genres. Could have settled on these. That's probably laughing about the high skill shot weapons, if I had to guess. Hit scan weapons, projectile instantly hits, applies to most weapons in the game, for example, autos, hand cannons, fusion rifles, and fully drawn bow at moat. You know, I kind of thought this might be how bows work, but that's kind of cool that they did confirm it. Like, bows, when you fully draw them, I guess within a certain range they're hit scan, and then beyond that they turn into a projectile. That's interesting. Non-hit scan projectile with travel time, sometimes having physics bounces and often having explosive damage and or homing. Examples: rockets, grenade launchers, partially drawn bows, and Jotun. Shotguns, spread angle, the cone that pellets come out in, not to be confused with one of the other types of cones. This determines the size of our outer ring below. Destiny 2 shotguns don't have pure RNG for pellet distribution, though yes, it sure feels like it sometimes, which is something worth diving into. Shotgun shot contains 12 pellets spread out across 3 rings as follows. You know, I remember posting about it on Twitter, like testing out Fellwinters, that I kind of figured this out, that yeah, there's always a pellet that goes right where you aim. There's like 4 pellets that go in like a plus pattern around that center one, and then there's an outer ring of like 7. And then they all kind of like deviate on their own. So aside from the center, which is a fixed location, each pellet is only randomized inside a defined wedge angle, an inner or outer radius. Global Season 15 introduces legendary stasis weapons, and we've seen some concern about how these are intended to work, particularly in PvP, so here are some details. Stasis power weapons are in the power slot, but all other stasis weapons are in the kinetic slot. This is to avoid overcrowding the energy slot, and so that it's reasonable to use one in match game content. The kinetic slow won't be renamed at this time. or the kinetic slot won't be renamed at this time. Stasis weapons don't intrinsically do anything different for weapons of other damage types, but they are the only weapons that can roll with stasis perks. We generally intend stasis perks to be slowing or freezing effects to have a kill trigger, this being easy enough to trigger in PvE and fun to use but not obnoxious to play against in PvP. So yeah, I fully expect, like, what was it? Yeah, so I don't know, just maybe expect like kill clip, but then like your shots slow after you proc it. I don't know. Now that we've addressed Quickjaw's permanent 100% handling buff, or plus 100 handling buff, we see more people using the quick slot glitch. The glitch uses combinations of inputs to animation cancel, allowing near instant animation swaps. We want the handling set to continue to have value on weapons and don't want, for example, aggressive shotguns to lose their key downside due to an unintentional side effect of the animation. So fix the quick slot glitch. Ah, sick. Well, that's actually fucking rough, because that's pretty important to using Fighting Lion. Makes handling a lot more important. God damn it. Running out of primary ammo has never been tactically interesting. Running out in hard PvE because you're on a tear in PvP. Yeah, running out in hard PvE content or because you were on a tear in PvP was a weird and sometimes frustrating experience that we would all like to not subject anyone to in the future. All primary ammo weapons will now have infinite ammo. Inertia override has been adjusted to account for there being no primary bricks. Drop mag's downside of reduced reserve ammo now almost meaningless, reworked to be plus reload speed minus magazine size. Compact arrow shaft's upside of increasing reserve ammo likewise is now plus reload plus handling. Updated some other perks to reserve. Ooh, specifically Fighting Lion. Notes on Fighting Lion sweet business in the exotic section. Okay. Target farming Trials weapons is much more efficient in Season 15, and we have some cool new perks for players to play with that we wanted to put on the Trials weapons. All Trials weapons available in Season 15 will now have 7 perks in each. What? Oh, like, there's more potential rolls. Okay. Some other perks that refer to reserves in a way it's no longer accurate. When max power levels on weapons launched, we reissued several weapons. We saw how frustrated players were at having to regrind all their favorite rolls. Since the perk pools hadn't changed, based on that, our reissued guidelines from Season 13 onward were to replace most of the perks. Turns out that was an overcorrection, and that certain perks on the original pools had become part of the identity of a weapon. Moving forward, the guidelines for reissues will be to remove at least the least useful 2 to 3 perks and add 2 to 3 newer perks to give the weapon some new options that may result in entirely new top tier rolls without removing the old one. We've made some small adjustments to the weapons reissued in 3.2.1 update to move these in the direction of the new reissued guidelines, and if you're wondering why our community managers were asking for everyone's favorite rolls, now you know. Added 1 or 2 to the original perks to each column of the Luna weapons, i.e. the Lectern weapons only. Since these can be target farmed, we're okay with increasing the size of the perk pools in this case. Added 1 of the original perks to 1 of both columns of the Dreaming City weapons. Since this can't be target farmed yet, we don't want to increase the size of the pools by more than 1. Archetypes. Exotics receive these changes as written unless otherwise mentioned on the thing below. Breach grenade launchers are increasing as a pain point in PvP, and with the shotgun nerf, we're seeing a small increase in usage. This change aims to reduce the ease of getting big splash damage for priming and cleaning up targets. We'll watch how things change and make further adjustments in a future update if needed. Note that we're fine with how they perform in PvE, so have compensated there. Reduced blast radius by 0.4 meters. Example, max blast radius decreased from 4.55 to 4.15. Minimum decreased from 3.8 to 3.4. Honestly, kind of expected a blast radius nerf. Reduced splash damage by 20, which reduces total damage on a direct hit from 220 to 200. Okay, yeah, so that makes it so, like, any damage buff isn't going to just make them one shot also. And then also, yeah, if you have, like, I guess 10 resilience, you could technically tank it. Wither Horde's unaffected. Increased damage in PvE by 12% because of the above splash damage change. This results in a small overall buff to combined damage. Okay. While machine gun usage is surprisingly high, we felt that they weren't fulfilling their intended role in high difficulty content. Increased damage in PvE of machine guns by 20%. That's pretty good. Scout rifles and hand cannons have felt weaker than we'd like in PvE content. In hard PvE for a while now, hand cannon and scout damage against minor enemies is increased by 15%. Fusion rifles have benefited indirectly from the mid-season 14 shotgun nerf, but fusion rifle subfamilies weren't as different from each other as we wanted, and weren't all useful in a variety of content, so we looked to all the options we had for diversifying them and ended up with some substantial changes. This isn't intended to be a global buff to fusion rifles, but we expect some of these to be better counters to other weapons than they were previously. Note that also evaluated some other options, which were a bit of a discussion. Giving the projectiles travel time. We did like the idea of this behavior in Destiny 1, but on investigation found that there are networking issues with firing rapid bursts of non-hit scan projectiles, as they didn't play well and as well as we wanted to have them. We may look at this option again in the future. Burst rate of fire would have meant touching design data and audio for every fusion rifle we've ever shipped, well beyond the scope of what we wanted for this change, and also not interesting a change. Increased PvE damage bonus such that all subfamilies have a 15% PvE bonus. Previously high impact was 0%, precision and adaptive were 10, and rapid fire was 12.5. Push subfamilies further apart. Adjusting charge time. Shots fired per burst was 7 for all subfamilies and damage. Note that the base blow means that without battery perks, a charge time masterwork on the adept charge time mod. High impacts charge slower, and while still strong, require more planning to use effectively. Okay, so high impact fusion rifles, so like your Arantills and stuff, or like the Trials fusion. Base charge time increased to 1 second. Shots per burst reduced to 5. Reduce the total damage per burst, huh? In playtesting, we found that charging these in the open is super risky, but pre-charging around corners or otherwise in safety is very effective. With the reduced shots per burst, there's now less reliant on stability, so it can stack a bit more range. Precisions and adaptives are close to unchanged. Base charge time unchanged, shots per burst is unchanged at 7. Very slightly increase the total damage per burst. In playtesting, we feel that these are very effective all around. Without stepping on the niches of high impacts and rapid fires, I'll be keeping the good plug one for PvP. Rapid fires charge faster, allowing them to be used reactively against charging enemies or aggressively when pushing forward. Base charge time decreased on rapid fires, so they're even faster now. Shots per burst increased to 9. Interesting. Increased total damage per burst. In playtesting, we found that these are very effective against shotgun rushers. A combination of them needing to be closer and you having a shorter charge time will work well together. If you have good enough timing, you can fire 2 bursts with a rapid fire before a high impact user finishes charging their first. With the increased shots per burst, there's now more reliant on stability, but with the increased damage, they're less reliant on range. Parts of this work required adjusting several fusion rifle perks in one mod. Backup plan's implementation was incompatible with the fusion rifle changes. We feel like the perk could use a rework anyway. Remove the plus 100 to charge time stat, adjusted charge time multiplier from 0.85 to 0.7, and now scales damage by 0.8. Okay, that's not too bad. So yeah, so now backup plan, when it's active, it's going to reduce your fusion rifle's damage by 20%, but it's going to make it charge 30% faster. That's not bad. Liquid coils and accelerated coils needed a rework for similar reasons. Both converted to scale charge time and damage instead of modifying the charge time stat. Final effect is much the same as before, but these are now more robust. However, they won't visually change the charge time stat on the inspection screen. The adept charge time mod felt pointless, and we felt like it would still be balanced against other mods if it didn't reduce damage. So yeah, change functionality to scale charge time directly instead of changing the charge time stat without adjusting the damage. That's pretty nice. Note on the charge time masterwork. Fusion rifle's damage is determined by its charge time stat, similar to how most other weapons' damage is determined by their fire rate stat. Masterworks can only increase weapon stats for performance reasons, so it's not possible to change how charge time maps on the damage without big changes to how the charge time stat works. We investigated doing this by making the masterwork a perk, but this caused fusion rifles to exceed the perk budget, resulting in bad things happening, as mentioned in the prior TWAB. With the fusion rifle rework, we feel that this masterwork is more viable and now rarely reduces bullets to kill, so it may not feel like a downgrade in the same way as before. We'll be watching to see how this plays out and have some options to address the issue if it's still needed. Adjusted the fusion rifle stat in order. The fusion rifle stat order so it matches other weapons. Stability and handling were out of order. This is a big change to fusion rifles, including all exotic fusions, so we'll be watching for any major issues and tweaks as needed. Quick SWAT nerf is harrowing. Yeah, that kind of sucks because it felt really nice. Exotics, here's the big Anarchy nerf. Anarchy exotic grenade launcher has been dominant for years now. We're ignoring the season with sweet grenade launcher artifact mods, of course. Being near mandatory for certain raid bosses combined with example double slug shotguns, as well as excelling in all solo weapon. As well as excelling as a solo weapon for ad clears and some encounters, we like that it's a great choice for hard solo content and trapping enemy spawns and choke points, but don't want that to remain part of a dominant tactic for boss damage. And particularly don't want it to be great for boss damage and ad clears in a single encounter. With this change, we're expecting it to remain strong without being borderline usable as a primary weapon. Reduce total reserve plus magazine ammunition from 26 to 16. Makes sense. That's what I expected them to do. Reduce damage by 30% versus bosses. Champions are not bosses. Interesting. Fucking rip Anarchy DPS, man. That's a big hit. Xenophage was already top notch, so it didn't need to benefit from the global machine gun buff. It does benefit from the damage per bullet buff of machine guns, but now has a slower rate of fire to compensate. God, it's even slower now? Jesus. Resulting in slightly lower damage per second, but higher burst damage and sustained damage. Reduce the rate of fire on Xeno to 90 RPM. It receives less of the machine gun PvE damage buff. Okay. Fighting Lion has always been fun but not dominant in PvE, so we weren't worried about the impact infinite ammo would have. However, enabling fast, unlimited grenade spamming was too much in PvP based on internal playtests, so we've addressed the specific case without significantly infecting its feel in PvE. Fighting Lion reserve ammo increased from a lot to infinite, received the same changes as the breach launchers, reduced base what? What the fuck? Now increases reload speed to its previous level on damaging multiple enemies with one grenade. Excuse me? Huh. We'll be keeping it. I mean, we'll be keeping an eye on this, but believe it's in a good place with this change. And note that we're not going to over nerf an exotic with its own subreddit. You shouldn't be manually reloading Fighting Lion anyway. I mean, I could kind of understand because yeah, for like PvP, like you can just sit there, and especially with the ammo change, like you can absolutely just hammer down a choke point. Like when I was gonna do the Fighting Lion video, like early on, I was thinking like, yeah, you can just spam a choke point, and honestly, like it's kind of an issue. And I was gonna say how like you don't want to see the world where Fighting Lion is like a top meta pick, because it would be like the hard light shit all over again. I mean, I guess depending on how many enemies you have to damage to get your reload stat back up. Because yeah, like if you're actually just like getting like in the fucking trenches and just like blasting enemies with it, you'll still be able to use it like as it is. But this incentivizes more like actually doing the hot swap shit. It's probably 5 times for max reload speed. Yeah, we'll have to see how exactly it is, but I guess it depends how long that reload buff lasts. I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. That definitely does hurt a bit for PvP, but like for hot swapping, that's not that big of an issue anyway. This definitely sounds rough. I'm gonna have to get used to that, but I don't know. I think like unironically, like, oh, just a dab will make them, I don't know. I don't think it'll be that bad. Ooh, what the, oh, hello. Mytho class, we were cautious with tuning this one at launch, knowing that shipping a dominant weapon that had an incredibly low ownership would break PvP, and aimed for balance, but erring on the side of not letting it ship too strong. However, it felt short of balanced. Ownership is much higher now, and we want to be strong enough to be desirable reward from Vault of Glass. PvE damage bonus to Mytho increased by 40%. Range stat increased to be near best in class. What the fuck? Range stat increased to be near best in class for high impact auto rifles. Okay. Increased stability stat. Rework the callus to grant stability and damage after a kill. Oh boy. Increased rate of fire to 390. Oh boy. Reduced linear fusion rifle mode charge time to 550. Oh my god. Bro. Holy shit. Mythoclast. Dude. Oh, this thing's gonna slap. I can't wait. Holy shit, Vex, yeah, Vex metal, let's fucking go. Holy shit, it's so strong now. Merciless, we had to touch this anyway because of the fusion rifle changes and figured it was that while we're there, might as well make it a buff we'd been thinking about. Updated the perk to account for fewer shots per burst, should be build up the charge rate at the same amount of bursts as before, reduce the damage penalty for increasing the charge rate by 40%. It already one-shots, yeah, no, Mythoclast is gonna be fucking dirty, dude. Oh my god. Dude, holy shit, I am so ready. I just wonder what its range is going to be now that, yeah, range stat increased to be near best in class for high impact autos. Like, I assume this just means like the actual bar is going to be super high, but because of the lower zoom on Mytho, it's really going to have like upper 20 meters, maybe like 30 meters of range, but like, fuck, man, I'm ready. My body is fucking ready, dude. Jotun, because of how the charge time stat works with fusion rifle changes, we made a small change to avoid breaking this weapon. In playtesting, it makes almost no difference, but if I didn't mention it, someone would notice. Reduce the charge time on Jotun to 0.78. Its charge is 0.04 seconds faster. Slightly reduced damage per shot. Bastion feels very strong with shotguns being less dominant, so we're preemptively adjusting it in PvP. It also has super low usage in PvE, so we're buffing it there too. Reduce the damage of Bastion by 15%. It can now not quite kill a Guardian with one shot in the 3-shot burst it fires. Increase the spread angle by 10%. Increase PvE damage by 25%, so overall around a 10% increase in PvE. Okay. Rambo class, dude. Holy shit, I'm so excited for that Mytho buff. Sweet business. Perks refilling the magazine when picking up primary ammo no longer works in a world without primary ammo, so it's been adjusted. Now refills the magazine on picking up special heavy ammo instead of primary. See, I remember thinking about this when I saw the Reddit post theorizing that we might be getting infinite reserve ammo on primaries. I think a more fun change to Sweet Business would have been like while you're firing sweet business, if you keep firing without letting go of that trigger, if you kill like 4 enemies, it just like instantly reloads the gun or something, or like 4 or 5, I don't know. I feel like that would have been really fun, but you know, this is fine, I guess. Perks firing line. We'd like the idea of the perk. It was just giving away a bit too much damage for almost free. Reduce the damage bonus of firing line to 20% precision damage for all supported weapon archetypes, was highly variable depending on the weapon type. We'll roll on some sniper rifles, linear fusion rifles, and machine guns, and maybe some other stuff in the future. Certain damage perks only affected impact damage on explosive weapons. We've updated. Ooh, hey, that's actually really nice for rockets. Because I know that was always a thing. Like, there are some rockets that roll kill clip, but it's fucking worthless because it was only the rocket impact that it affected. Now the whole rocket's actually going to get the kill clip bonus, which is really good. We've added a fix to... We've also fixed incorrect rarity on some recently shipped weapon perks. Wait. What do you mean incorrect rarity? What? If Tranquility gets firing line again, that'll be Pog? Yeah, probably, because they said some good perks were part of those old guns' identity, so it's probably getting that back. Sweet. Visual effects. Weapon visual effects were all custom and some didn't meet our desired cool factor, so we've rebuilt these to speed up the process of adding new weapons or updating old ones while updating the visuals at the same time. Updated the all grenade launcher and rocket visual effects. Legendary fusions and linear fusion rifles now have a distinct damage type charge visual effect. Near future, we're devoting a lot of energy to the Witch Queen expansion. There are a ton of things coming, changing in a few weeks, so we want to see how things shake out before deciding on future tuning. We'll be watching Season 15 launch closely. We're ready to make some small adjustments as needed on the first half of the season. More distant future, but still before Witch Queen, linear fusion rifles and caster frame swords are still not where we want them to be, so expect some tweaks. We're also looking at underused and underpowered exotics. We'll be taking a pass at some of these, including Arbalists, Suros, Cryo, Malfeasance, and more. If you have issues with spamming high rate of fire semi-automatic weapons as fast as possible, we've got something in the works for you. Hey, it sounds like we're going to get full auto as like a settings toggle. That sounds really nice. Priming a target and quickly swapping for a cleanup is easier than we'd like, and we're looking at options for building towards faster swap speeds. We've got a step at hitting both of these points coming. Excuse me. Witch Queen and beyond. We've talked previously about wanting legendary weapons to have more identity based on their source and expect to ship a new system for this in or close to Witch Queen. Season 15, we tweaked exotic primary weapons to generate ammo faster through ammo finder mods, and we have another change plan to make them more enticing in hard PvE content. That's all we've got for weapon changes for now. We're looking forward to seeing how PvP and PvE meta shape up once you all have your hands on them next week. Guns. Ooh. This is the what's it called? This is basically the adored of the season. We're still holding on a lot of details on Season of the Redacted close to the chest, including the new Season 15 arsenal you'll start to discover next week. We do want to show off some of the other weapons you'll be earning next season. Next season's ritual quest is a rocket launcher with the explosive light. Yep, that was something that was in the leak document. It was a arc rocket launcher with explosive light. As is the custom, you'll receive a new quest to earn this weapon and then can collect Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard themed weapon ornaments through the additional quest to customize this look. I smell a new DPS meta. Yeah, no, this thing might be interesting. Especially with, I wonder if they're reworking the Explosive Light perk. For those who don't know or don't remember, Explosive Light was the perk on Wendigo, where picking up an orb of light, it gave you a damage bonus on the next shot. It was a damage bonus and a explosion blast radius increase on the next shot you fired. And it stacked up to 6 times. I wonder if it's still going to stack up to 6 times. So could you grab a bunch of orbs and you just have like a bunch of just super powered rockets ready to go? Because this could be fucking nasty. And we're adding 3 weapons as post-game rewards for completing Vanguard strikes, Gambit, and Crucible matches. Is this the Crucible gun? That's got like Vanguard colors. These will drop randomly after completing these activities with random rolls. Here's a sneak peek. Man, I need to drink some water. I've got like, there's like something itching the back of my throat. I hope, if this is a full auto sidearm, probably, I hope it's a kinetic, but I don't know, maybe not. I feel like this one's probably kinetic, if anything. We've also have plans to freshen up the loot pool of the Prophecy Dungeon. We've seen a lot of feedback on bringing forward weapons originally rewarded from Trials of the Nine, and thought that adding these to the 9th dungeon was a great fit. These weapons have been upgraded with random rolls, and certain ones will drop from specific encounters of the Prophecy Dungeon. If I remember off the top of my head, this is energy. Well, actually, we don't know what they're changing these to nowadays, but I think the sidearm and the auto were both kinetic. So that's something. It depends on what these roll with. Ooh, some new or returning faction weapons. On top of all these weapons, we're also updating the world pool with some fresh drops. Okay, it's not all faction weapons. Here are new weapons you can expect to start seeing pop up in the wild. Paste bin leak again, right? Oh yeah, no, what did the paste bin leak say? I remember it saying, yeah, if the paste bin leak is correct, this is a kinetic rapid fire scout like Randy. And then I forget what the auto and the sidearm was supposed to be. Auto was arc energy, sidearm was void. Interesting. And then yeah, we're getting a Scathe Lock back. That was a really good auto. I don't remember what the sidearm was. Some hand cannon. This is a aggressive 3-burst pulse. I don't remember what archetype the snipe was. And then a rapid fire scout. Relief efforts. At Bungie, it's our mission to build worlds that inspire friendship, but we also realize the fortunate position we find ourselves in, and we believe in the power, compassion, and generosity of our community to amplify our efforts to reduce distress and suffering in the world. We believe that games can be a powerful force for good, and we believe it's our responsibility to use our voice and support your desire to help those in need. Bungie Foundation's mission is to put those beliefs to work. We are a people-focused organization that builds and empowers our community to improve the health and well-being of children, uplifting the rights of all individuals and communities, and provide aid in times of crisis. Man, I really need to refill my big water bottle. This is like something's like scratching the back of my throat. It's annoying. Bungie Foundations put those beliefs to work. Where was I? Accomplish our mission. AIDS in times of crisis. We act as the charitable giving arm of Bungie in order to express our company's values outwardly to the world around us, and we have developed strategic programs and partnerships in order to accomplish our mission. Our partners in disaster relief, direct relief, and Team Rubicon are doing profound and meaningful work across the globe to provide direct aid, agility, and expertise in response to the numerous humanitarian crises our world is facing, including the Haiti earthquake and global impacts of climate change and COVID-19. We invite you to jump into the action with us to develop a fund that will both support the efforts as well as help us build a pool of reserves that can help leverage to support the future humanitarian needs. Between now and September 1st at 11:59 p.m., we have a few exciting opportunities to help those in need around the world. Direct donations to the Bungie Foundation will support the Disaster Relief Fund. Donate $25 or more and receive the Anchor Point emblem. Pre-order Guardians t-shirt from Team Rubicon's website at the Bungie Foundation will match up to $25,000. We provide shipping updates later in a later TWAB. Every customer will receive the Vital Elixir emblem distributed on Thursday, September 9th. Bungie Store invitation. All purchases from the Bungie Foundation collection made through the month of August will support the humanitarian aid and will support a disaster relief fund. Get this the Planet of Peace emblem. To be eligible for the in-game items listed above, all donations and our purchases must be made between August 19th and September 1st. A little bit more on our partners. Team Rubicon, veteran disaster relief, direct relief humanitarian aid organization. Bungie artists. Seasons of Splicer winds down. We want to take a quick look back at some of the amazing art created for it. Lined up several of the artists who work on Seasons of Splicer, showcase their work. And then yeah, some nice renders of the Splicer stuff. And then some bug report stuff, some like known issues and whatever. Known issues, what do we got here? Resolved issue causing the gift sub weekly bounty and the Destiny 2 Twitch extension not complete for viewers who purchase gift subs. Resolved an issue causing Xbox players to receive negative silver balances. So they killed Fighting Lion. No, they made it weird in a way that's going to make it less annoying in PvP. It's harder to play like a shitter that's just like sitting in the back spamming Fighting Lion grenades with it, because then it's going to reload like super slow. But if you're actually getting in there and like fighting people, or you're like actually weakening people and like swapping to finish them off, it's like the same as it was. It's a change. It's a hefty change. I understand why they did it though. Because like I mentioned earlier, like you don't want to see the Crucible where everybody's running around with Fighting Lion and spamming that shit everywhere like during the hard light meta. Because that would be rough. Especially since primaries now have infinite ammo. Arbalest Exotic Linear Fusion Rifle will not work with anti-champion mods next season. In a future update, anti-barrier will be added as an intrinsic perk for Arbalest. That's really nice, actually. That's going to make it really good for anti-champ, because it's also got Disruption Break, which works when you pop a champ barrier. Arbalest is going to be nice. Players with a full inventory will not earn Season of the Redacted seasonal currency, and the currency will not go to the Postmaster. Oh my god. I'm not dying, I swear. When charged melee is mapped to an input, charging the button layout will retain that mapping. Vex Fanatics Radiolarian fluid pools continue to do damage about 8 to 9 seconds after the pool disappears. That's funny. Elevator and the Corrupted sometimes cannot be interacted with, blocking the progress of the strike entirely. Warlock's Nova Warp doesn't blink if Hold Sprint is active. Interesting. Second weekly Nightfall score stat trackers present in the stats. And then the movie of the week, Destiny 2 Fashion Show. We created the Lion King in Destiny 2. Then we got art. There's like the full oh, like I don't know if they do a full pan shot. Freaking art, man. Shit's rad. Oh, and it glows too. That's actually pretty cool. What else we got here? Some fucking Surfer Mithrax. It's pretty good. 5 more sleeps until the reveal. Thanks for reading, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, TWAB, fucking hefty changes. Yeah, no, that Fighting Lion one, this is interesting. That's gonna take some getting used to, but like, man. Good TWAB boys, a few downs with a lot of ups. The leak sounds insane now. Yeah, no, I can't wait till Tuesday to see if like the story leak ends up being real. It's kind of a shame that they didn't do anything to Teraba in this TWAB, though. They did mention here they're looking at underused or underpowered exotics, so hopefully something soon. Or maybe it's not getting like a direct buff, but it is just getting a catalyst next season, so I don't know. But yeah, no, fucking Mytho is like, oh my god, I am so ready for Mytho. This is like, holy shit. Like, this is what I want out of a raid exotic, man. What was the story leak? I'm not going to talk about it on stream just for the sake of anybody that's trying to like keep themselves away from it, but you can look it up. You can find it on Raid Secrets. They're probably all talking about the pay spin right now. Mytho's going to be nutty. Mytho is going to be insane. Especially with it also just naturally hitting harder in PvP or PvE by like an extra 40% on top of getting a damage buff after every kill with the catalyst. Fuck. My body is ready. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go drink some water real quick. All right, I'm back. So what do you guys think of the TWAB? In the meantime, I'll just go to the tower. Huckleberry Risk Runner mains. Yeah, no, Risk Runner, when you get that active, like, that's gonna be nasty in PvE. Because, like, it did run into ammo issues, but now it's fine. Devil's Ruin also getting a nice buff from the infinite primary ammo change. Because I know it ate through ammo like nothing else. I cry for Fighting Lion reload and blast damage nerf. Yeah, I can't say I'm too surprised, though. It does hurt just a little bit, though. I like it bad that quick swapping is nerfed. Yeah, I don't like the quick swapping removal. I wish they had done something to where Fighting Lion, or not Fighting Lion, but I wish they had done something to where like you couldn't double slug, but I don't know. I guess like if they just did it for slugs, like people would find a way to do it with some other shit. I don't know. I understand why they removed it, but it still hurts. These weren't here before. Like this like arch thing, like this was here yesterday, or at least on Tuesday when I looked at this, but this actual like covered up stuff wasn't there before. Holy hell, Devil and Cryo are infinite now. Yeah, but Cryo sucks. Maybe not for long though. We'll see what they do to it. Oh, that's like no recovery. Why am I even thinking about that? I forget what Banshee has this week. Anything good? No. Nah. Only time I use cryos for stasis kill bounties. Yeah, and once stasis legendary weapons start shipping, like you won't even need it for that.
The Crucible beckons, Guardian. Will you answer?
But yeah, no, also interesting to see that more stuff from that big leak was coming true. Like it correctly said the seasonal weapon, like the ritual weapon, and then also the playlist weapons, seemingly. Not running out of pulse or scout ammo in PvP will be very good. Yeah, a lot of interesting changes. Quick swapping will take some getting used to, but I'm sure I'll manage. Especially with the change coming to Mytho, like if I really needed to, I could probably just like throw that bad boy on and just fucking... God, I am going to enjoy this so much. They got a buff world line. Yeah, they need to give it like an actual ability. This isn't even like a bad roll, honestly, on the sidearm. I'm gonna hang on to it just because like that's fine. Like if I really needed a 3-burst sidearm for some reason. Oh yeah, also kind of disappointed that they're not buffing sidearms at all, because I don't know. I would have liked for them to do something to their how they feel on PC personally. Can't wait to see the infinite symbol primaries. Wait, Trinity Ghoul and Tikus? I mean, yeah. It'll be nice for Tiku. I know sometimes I ran into ammo issues with it when I was trying it out. I'm not going to keep that. We need a hard sidearm buff, at least in range. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. Maybe with the shotgun nerfs, it might not be so bad. I already looked at my postmaster. I don't need that. Actually, did something go to my postmaster? Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm crazy. Tiku has big ammo issues. Do the shoot again and again and again. Yeah. So yeah, that'll definitely be nice. Just infinite primary ammo will be pretty good. I'll grab some PvP bounties in the meantime, though.
Hopefully, this is as sturdy as you are.
Alright, how about some PvP, just to chill out. I wonder if there's anybody just, like, preemptively trying to get used to some of the shit that's getting buffed. I wonder if I'll see, like, a bunch of mythos, because, my god, that thing's gonna be gross. Wait, the leak mentioned Nothing Manacles coming back? I don't think it was, like, directly Nothing Manacles, but they mentioned it was something like Nothing Manacles, something like No Backup Plans, and something like Radiant Dance Machines coming back. I don't know. I guess that's nice for this Multimac that, yeah, having all the handling. with that hot swap change, Ophidian aspects are probably going to cement themselves as like the best exotic to be running if you're using Fighting Lion. I feel like the infinite primary ammo is just reserves instead of the magazine. Yeah, no, it's obviously reserves. If it was infinite magazine, that'd be busted as shit. I don't know why they wouldn't specify that, but yeah, it's most likely infinite reserve ammo. Because they also mentioned drop mag was getting a rework to where it's a faster reload speed, but a smaller mag size. Explosive light rocket is about to be the best heavy legendary in the game. Yeah, no, explosive light on that rocket is going to be nuts. Especially if they also give it like clown cartridge or like ambitious assassin or some shit like that. Like, oh my god, it's going to be gross. Imagine if it can roll clown or a base 2 mag. I mean, I don't think anything has a base 2 mag right now. Any Mytho gamers? Imagine a Terrible buff. I feel like it's probably going to get like a... I just realized I'm still on stasis and shit. Let me swap over to, I guess, Arc.
Show me you take ground.
But yeah, no, Teraba, I feel like it's probably going to get a catalyst before it really gets any, like, definitive changes. How's that going to feel with Fighting Lion after this? I mean, that won't be too bad, I guess, about just quick swapping without the quick swap, whatever, you know? Because, you know, like, right now I can fire and, like, blow that up and do that. But, you know, after the, after the quick swap removal, it's going to be, like, that, and then that, which isn't that much slower. Hurts just a little bit. And then I'll die because I'm bad.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh, that is 3 people.
Zone C lost.
Oh,
3
okay.
down.
You know, I probably do the normal swap more than I think with the Fighting Lion, so I'll probably get more used to it than I think.
You captured Zone C. You have
I'll definitely have to get used to, like, maybe not just smashing reload every time I fire Fighting Lion, though. New exotic trace rifle, though? Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be true.
Zone A lost.
Because that was another thing in the leak.
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
He's using boobs of the ass.
Zone C
Except he's using it indoors where all the balls are going to have trouble reaching people.
You have zone advantage.
Also, can I just say I'm kind of glad I didn't do the Fighting Lion video already because those changes it's getting are pretty big.
Who says warlocks are better with books than with guns?
What do you mean? Whatever.
It was me. But I was lying. Rage
Oh, I still have linear on.
don't motivate.
What? Oh, I had Frenzy up. Whoops. No, my kill streak. Ah! Trial's about to be horrible. Infinite Fighting Lion ammo Trials is about to be horrible. I mean, did you see what else they're doing to Fighting Lion? They're making it so that just spamming it like blindly is going to be a lot harder. Well, it's not necessarily that it's going to be harder, but it's going to be a lot slower because its base reload speed is going down to fucking 0. 0 reload speed, and then it gets its reload speed back up to what it currently is by like hitting multiple enemies.
Zone C captured.
So, you know, if you're using it like in PvE, like how I usually do, where I'm just like blasting a bunch of ads with it, like that's still gonna work. But yeah, no, in PvP, like you're gonna fire it and it's gonna be like a molasses reload. Unless you actually hit somebody, in which case it'll be a little bit faster. That's right, I used my super. Oh. Ow, I'm bad. Also, that's on top of the grenade launcher nerfs that they were doing to, oh, grenade launchers, duh. Like, they're reducing the blast radius just a little bit, and I think there was something else. I don't know if the damage change that they did is affecting special GLs at all. Or, I mean, I don't know that it's affecting Fighting Lion at all. Damn it. But yeah, no. Fighting Lion's not going to be, like, as annoying. Because I could definitely also... oh my god, where did my aim go today? Oh my fucking god, I was doing fine, like, literally a second ago. I love the Vex buffs. Yeah, I know. I'm so hyped for the Vex buffs, man.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Oh, he didn't die. Damn it, I really thought that was going to kill him.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Minutes remain.
Trials weapon. Oh yeah, also according to that leak, I think the Trials weapons... I don't think it was, like, confirmed. I think they said their ideas was, like, a stasis fusion. And I forget what else. Trials of the 9 weapons got me hype. Yeah, no, that's nice too. I don't know why Prophecy didn't just ship with those, but, you know, better late than never, I guess. I just wonder if, like, the eye-close weapons are still going to be in the pool too. Oh, I still have the linear on. Whoops. Oh, my god. What? Okay. TWAB said Trials of the 9 weapons are now in Prophecy, and that's awesome. Yep. Kate 6 reissued as a Titan. What's the point of stasis weapons if stasis shields don't exist? I mean, not for long. Bungie literally said part of why stasis weapons go in the kinetic slot is because if, like, all the energy weapons were in the same slot, like, shit would get pretty crowded for a match game. So that just tells me that, yeah, stasis shields are going to come at some point. Remember what the leak said about strange coins and Gallahorn? Yeah, no, we'll have to see if that ends up being true, because I know, oh, dude, come on. Like, I literally just, like, my skill shut off all of a sudden. I don't get it. Like, I was doing good at the start of the match, and I got that, like, nice, like, 3-piece from a Firefly. And then now I can't kill shit. This is, like, upsetting. Oh my god. Even killed by the same guy as I panic cast my super.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh my god, the flinch. The G-Horn thing seems super fake, but then again, the leak is becoming more true. Yeah, no, the G-Horn things, like, that shit straight up reads out of, like, some fan fiction type shit.
Victory is yours.
I am curious to see if the Halo stuff ends up being true, because I know, the Wishy Luck, the guy that, he leaked a lot of the Beyond Light stuff. Like, he said, like, what all the subclasses were going to be and, like, their names and shit before they got officially announced. He's been sticking to his guns about the, like, Halo stuff that's in that leak, so... So I'm just really curious to see how this stuff turns out. Oh, okay. I don't want G-Horn to come back. Me neither, because it's definitely going to be something, like, completely different. I mean, I guess I almost want to see it come back just to see what Bungie would do to it. Halo and G-Horn seem like copium, the rest seem believable. Yeah. If I could just find a new match. There we go. Keep it nostalgic, don't hype it up to have it ruin the memory if it's not good. I feel like Vex might take over next season. It got way too much of a buff. I mean, I feel like it'll mostly be like super good in PvE now. In PvP, it'll probably be good, but like, it's also still an auto rifle. Even if it's an auto rifle with good stats, like, I don't know.
Control.
Damn, oh, I should put on the top void, actually. I think we got the good spawn.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Take the zone.
This is my point now.
Double down.
Oh. Okay. Just using
Zone A captured.
I forget what the scout's called, but that's like the old model of like the scout that they're gonna put in the playlist. Dude's got it early, bro.
Enemy claims zone C.
Is that got Lumina? Maybe not. Oh no, that's just the healing grenade.
Zone B lost. They have advantage.
Oh my, ow. Ow. Please, an exotic SMG would be amazing. Fighting line basic got feeding frenzy, right? So, yeah, kinda. So it's not exactly feeding frenzy. How fighting lion is gonna work now, like they said, how its base reload is gonna drop down to fucking 0. But when you damage enemies with a shot, it increases your reload speed. So for PvE purposes, if you like just like spamming the fuck out of it, it's still gonna work like that.
Lost the lead.
But otherwise, it's mostly hits in PvP to keep people from just spamming the fuck out of it super hard. Because I mentioned earlier, like that would be like the hard light meta tier of nonsense where people were just spamming that shit around like 5 corners.
You shut the enemy down.
I just realized I don't have 10 recovery right now.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Oh my god, come on.
Down. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.
Completely with that fighting lion shot.
Legend rose.
Well, Farris' fighting lion's catalyst buff reload, base reload, maybe without catalyst. Yeah, it does buff the reload speed. So the catalyst might increase it from like 0 baseline to like 30 or whatever the catalyst gives.
Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh. Damn it. Come on, kill the other guy.
Zone B captured. You have zone
But yeah, no,
advantage.
maybe fighting lion will, the catalyst will keep it from being that like completely bottomed out.
Don't spend all that ammo in one place.
What do you think about the fighting lion changes? They hurt for the most part. I understand why though. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, they killed my baby. It's like I understand like what would happen if it was like really powerful, especially with the reduction it to like, with the nerfs to scavs, like, especially if they did like some drastic changes to special ammo and like a bunch of people started flocking to fighting lion. It would kind of be like it would be the No Land Beyond and like, what's it called problem where everybody just moved to those instead.
Your moments of clarity.
And especially with fighting lion, with it having infinite reserve ammo now because it's a primary and that's just a general change. Like, It was going to be rough in PvP, so I understand why they did what they did.
Zone B captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone C lost.
Infinite primary ammo? Yeah, so in the TWAB, one of the big changes they were doing is all primary weapons just have infinite reserve ammo now. It's not infinite magazines, it's specifically the reserves, so you don't have to worry about like going for white bricks anymore. Because also think about it, like, when's the last time that you've ever even thought about equipping like a primary scavenger mod or like an ammo finder mod? Like, they're fucking worthless. So it's honestly fine, because like ammo was usually never a problem anyway for primary weapons.
Enemy has zone advantage. 5 minutes left. Keep it up.
Oh, that's right, I wasn't on Chaos Reach.
Hold down. Triple.
I didn't realize there was 2 people there.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh, I'm dead. Or not. If you want to have to play D1 to pick up white bricks again. This means Actium and Sweet Business can be kicking.
You captured Zone
Yeah.
C. That's a power play.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that was an enemy void wall. The way that guy slid around it, I thought it was like a friendly one.
You're almost there.
Do I still have the Crucible Ghost on? I do not. Oh my god, wow. I should have aimed on that first shot. Nothing will stop the lion. Yeah, no, it's still gonna be good. It's just, it's gonna be a little bit harder to use. It's gonna be harder to use, and it's gonna be harder to just play like an absolute, like, annoying shitter with it.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage.
Do you think the Scout hand cannon buff versus miners and GMs is or it's enough for GMs? I mean, it sounds pretty nice. Like, if it's enough, I mean, GMs, it's not like they're gonna start one-shotting like the really low, like the lower tier stuff, I guess.
Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back.
Damn it, I didn't get the melee off in time. That wouldn't have killed him, but just use GL holster. They already said GL holster doesn't exist, or at least it won't exist for breach GLs, because obviously that would be super good.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong.
But yeah, the holster mods don't exist for rockets. They don't exist for GLs. I don't think they exist for bows because they don't really need to anyway.
You captured Zone C.
Oh, damn it. Dude, I am like fucking up. Anything with 1 mag doesn't have it? Yeah.
A victory well
Because like auto-loading holster on those types of weapons is already like a really valuable perk. Just adding it as a mod would be really strong.
You're a wall around those zones.
Scout buff sounds kind of nice though.
Beyond the crucible.
They won't be like completely worthless against red bars. Especially with that supposedly Randy archetype scout coming. That kinetic rapid fire, according to the leaks. Yeah, no, arc buddy. Is off for scouts. Finally, symmetry isn't completely trash. I mean, symmetry was already kind of decent in my opinion. It'll definitely be better though. I hope the new fighting line perk makes it have better reload than previously. That's the only thing I asked for. The TWAB already said that no, that's not how it's going to be. Let me find this section. Let me just get back to it. Where was it? Fighting Lion. So reduce basic reload speed to 0. Now increases reload speed to its previous level on damaging multiple enemies with 1 grenade. So I wonder if that's like going to scale with how many enemies you hit, or if it has to be like a hard, like you have to hit like 4 things with a single grenade and then it reloads fine. But it's not going to get a faster reload. You're going to do that and it's going to go back to where it was. How's the servers? They seem fine. I know I heard that they were down for a bit, but they're up now. Still preferred when symmetry affected champions when they win the revolution. Yeah. If I could just find one more person playing quick play, come on. Will reload speed mods affect finding line? They should. As far as I know, the mods just add like a flat amount of like reload stat to your gun. Obviously, it's still going to reload slower than it does now, but assuming that the patch notes on Fighting Lion left out the Catalyst reload speed bonus, like Fighting Lion with a grenade loader will probably have about as much reload speed as Fighting Lion without the Catalyst, if not like a little slower. Baseline, if I had to guess. But we won't know for sure. We'll have to see on Tuesday if it does just flatline at 0. And then like its max reload speed is higher with the Catalyst. I don't know. They just didn't acknowledge that part of it.
Enemy claims Zone C. Zone A captured.
Pretty interesting changes. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the changes so far.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
I know I've already said it like several times, but like I cannot get over that Mythal class buff. Like I am so ready.
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Shit's gonna be gross in PvE. Like a good gross. Oh my god, that is a laggy Monarch. See ya. Not fucking with that.
C captured. You have zone advantage.
Ow. Peek again? I guess not. I still have a linear on. Oh well.
I can't wait to see what you do with that. Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Any peekers? Oh. Ow. Oh my god. Okay, let me try that again. Oh, what? Was I hurt? That just kind of killed me. Get ready for the high energy fire quick charge build now with Vex. Oh yeah. That shit's gonna be nasty. Shame the quick charge is like a 5-point mod. I don't know why I peeked a Monarch like that. I probably just killed my teammate. I'm also probably dead. Nope. Well, not to the Monarch, at least.
They have the lead, but the match isn't over. Zone A lost. Enemy has
Okay.
advantage.
I was worried that guy wasn't going to get a few kills here.
Shut the enemy down.
Dude, I'm terrified by this guy's Monarch. It hits you, and then like in like half a second later, you get poisoned. Only a few days until the next season. I shall nuke with Fighting Lion nonetheless. It's just like the Icarus nerf, it won't hurt when the skill ceiling doesn't cut. When the ceiling doesn't cut you with the ceiling fan, yeah.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
I know that's also one thing I thought of that they mentioned, like, this might not be the end for Fighting Lion nerfs, because they mentioned something about how, like, quick swap type of playstyles, like, say also with, like, a bow or whatever, they feel is a little too easy, and, like, something about, like, avenues is making that more of a thing to, like, spec into, or something. So, I don't know. Oh my god, wow. Did Fighting Lion get nerfed? Yeah, read the TWAB.
Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh,
I bet they didn't expect
poor guy. Didn't even have time to throw a sword. Can I have my arc trace, please? Thank you. Ow. Oh, damn it. Charging and not being penalized for it will be fun. Yeah, I will say with Nova Warp, it's still annoying because I don't think they addressed the annoying thing with Nova Warp where you go to charge up a blast as your super's about to end and you just kind of like fizzle.
have advantage.
You know, like say with like Dawnblade or with hammers, like when you go, like when your super's about to end and there's just like a little sliver left, you can still throw like one more sword.
Enemy has
But with Nova Warp, like if you go to charge that shit and you're like almost out of juice, like it just, you kind of go into the animation, but you just don't explode. And you know, sometimes if you get it like really bad, like you'll do the whole animation of like detonating and everything, but like it won't play the visual effects of the detonation or like actually hurt anything. So you're kind of just stuck there for like a second, not being able to do shit. And yeah, I don't think that's being changed at all, so that will be a little annoying. But we'll see. Reload speed nerf and assist reload is going to be harder somehow? You mean in regards to the Fighting Lion thing? I mean, the assist reload, I mean, it incentivizes more like actually getting the cleanup to reload Fighting Lion. It's mostly just it's going to be harder to just like spam shots with it. Oh my god, ow. Man, that I feel like he got that grenade so close to me and it did like no damage. Like yeah, I used blinding grenades, but like Jesus. Oh, wait, what did he even die to? Excuse me? Oh, you know what? Somebody threw a grenade there.
You have advantage.
Probably gonna die here. Nope. Surprisingly.
3 minutes remaining. Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Dude, how many people here? How many people here? Jesus.
Fantastic work.
Explosive light being a 70% increase on a rocket is insane burst potential. Is it really how big the damage boost is? My god. I wonder if they'll do something funny like give the rocket blinding grenades too. Like that'd be really funny if they just went full send on it being the Wendigo rocket. Oh, nope. See ya.
Rise from this
Oh, we lost anyway, rip.
fight again. This war is for territory. One that you can win. Fight another.
Rocket launcher is really good in PvE, but PvP only one rocket is meh. Yeah, only one rocket is meh in PvP, and also I feel like the blast radius on rockets in PvP is just too small. I think it's more like they need more damage, because rockets in PvP only deal 300 damage with the blast. And like, it makes their effective blast radius kind of small feeling, honestly. Bot arrived. Yeah, no, that's a new bot. They just make their name the website link because it's set on the website where they can't just post links. I know somebody's asked about that in the past, like they asked about like posting a link in chat, but like that was a setting I had to turn on my channel a while ago. Like I was having a problem with bot spam in my comments, like linking whatever scam shit. But there's just a setting you can toggle on your channel where it's just hard, like you can't let, like people can't post links in your chat or in your comments. So yeah, that's their workaround, I guess. Just ban them as you see them. Season 16 season of Shatter Dive. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't nerf Shatter Dive yet. Like, it's kind of stupid. Like, they nerfed it a while ago, back when it was dumb. And then they released the artifact that gives you the stupid grenade that makes Shatter Dive dumb again, and then they haven't done shit about it.
Captured Zone A. Enemy claimed Zone C.
Oh, that's friendly. Oh, that was apparently an enemy behind me. Interesting. Pogger, Sweet Business Titans will never run out of ammo, y'all. Yeah, no, Sweet Business Titans are just gonna hold a fucking angle, and you won't be able to do shit about it. God forbid there's two of them doing it to where, like, one can be shooting in the downtime, and you just can't push. I still have the linear on, hang on. Okay, there we go.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Where is he? That really missed. Damn it. Shot too high. Acting war rig meta, boys, let's go. I don't know. It'll be funny. I can't imagine it'll be meta though, especially since dunes aren't getting changed yet. There'll definitely be teams running it that'll be like obnoxious though. Why did I do so much damage? What? Did I have a damage buff? I'm pretty sure I headshot that guy and it did 70 before the explosion. I mean, I'm charged with like now, but like that didn't feel like a triple kill. I fired one grenade and 2 bullets. No movement exotic nerf was annoying. Yeah, but it sounds like they're kind of looking at that. Like they mentioned like some special tuning potentially for other exotics, and then they said like in parentheses and like a very special pair of hunter boots or something. Oh, ow. So yeah, eventually we'll probably see something for it. Not a bad Anarchy nerf ammo. I think it'll still be meta for GMs. Yeah, it'll definitely still be a good pick. It's just that, yeah, you don't have like crazy amounts of ammo with it anymore. Also, that was its base reserve, so like double reserves is still probably going to make it have like 20 shots. You know, two shots of Anarchy does as much damage. At least not to bosses anymore, but right now it does as much damage as like 1,000 voices shot. Or no, like the 2 Anarchy grenades stuck, like over time it'll do as much damage as like a couple thousand voices burst, so it'll be interesting. Or it'll still be good, but like I don't think this is going to completely kill the gun. It's just that other options will be viable. Double slugging getting nerfed is definitely a big one though. That's kind of an ambitious range for a fusion, my guy. I'm gonna run the C because they probably already flipped the spawns. Is 1K gonna get more damage in PvE? I don't think it is. They didn't mention it. Surprised the spawns didn't flip somehow. But yeah, no, they didn't mention 1K in the TWAB at all, so it's probably not getting changed. Let me just go around so I stop bumping into my teammates. Oh, I'm out of ammo already. What? Was there not another man? Whatever. Oh, he is dead. Okay. My arc buddy got him.
5 minutes remain. The strong start. Fight on. Zone C lost.
If Anarchy only stuck to walls, it would be bad if you wanted to clear use Thunderlord. Yeah, no, I know that was one thing I thought of that would be kind of fun for Anarchy. Like, imagine if they made it, like, they didn't nerf its boss damage or anything, they just made it to where it doesn't stick to enemies anymore, and you have to start getting creative with, like, making wire traps. Would have been funny, I think, but this is definitely the much more straightforward fix. Or nerf.
Zone advantage is yours. I've seen enough.
What? Why is that guy just sitting there? That's an Anarchy, what? Okay. Doink.
Sound tactics bring victory.
Oh boy, the keening. I can't wait to immediately throw it in the trash.
Impressive. You could give the Red Jacks a lesson in territory control.
I don't know. It's not a terrible roll, I guess, but I don't really care. Also, I just realized I didn't put on my my int mod yet. And I had this idea a while ago that an Anarchy rework would make it fire 4 rounds at once in a web, making it chain expensive as a DPS weapon. Yeah, I know. I also remember thinking like that would be a fun catalyst for it if it was like you hold reload and it goes into a mode where it just dumps the whole mag in like a big like web star pattern or something. So you just dump it all. Just like throw that on a boss real quick. But you know, now that it's getting nerfed, you know, it'll probably finally get the auto-loading holster catalyst. Play on Hunter, you coward? No. Oh no, I don't know why I'm still standing on that point. It's already been capped.
Go, make them cry. Fire team that fights together stays together. You captured Zone A. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them.
Oh, nobody's behind that shield, apparently? Probably that guy. Elmers. I thought Titans are supposed to eat crayons, not glue.
Zone C lost.
You know, I just thought with the Mytho class buff, they didn't mention anything about the zoom. I wonder if they were changing that, or you know what, probably not. I guess they're just probably increasing the like range bar itself. Did I really have heavy that whole time and I just forgot? If Farris played on Hunter, he'd probably play mid-street arc starter like the Chad he is. Nah, I'd probably be Goldie, honestly. This golden gun's cool. Say what you want about Hunters, you can't deny that golden gun is awesome.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Fighting line will reload so slow, a musket will have a reloaded Civil War will have ended before you can get a kill. Yeah, no, I do wonder what a 0 reload fighting lion is going to look like. Like, I wonder what the slowest reloading grenade breach GL in the game is right now. Like, could we sort of get the preview?
Zone C lost.
Like, maybe one of those, like, old, like, white ones that's in collections or something.
Advantage is yours.
Maybe it has a really slow reload. Because I want to say, like, all the special GLs, like, all the legendary ones have, like, 70 or 80 in their reload stat. It's hard to find one that's genuinely, like, really slow. Witherhoard's pretty low, too, I think. Witherhoard's got a reload of 40, if that helps. Yeah, but I wonder if we can go lower. I just realized that dude's got the, that's the Day 1 Crown of Sorrow emblem. Weapons. Yeah, I know all of them are pretty fast. Yeah, Witherhoard's the slowest one.
Power play.
At least before Fighting Lion, after the nerf. So yeah, we can't really preview it. Oh, I really didn't get either of those kills. Oh, not me, not me! Was that guy really not still on B?
C captured.
Sounds like Fighting Lion's getting the Zali's Bane reload speed.
Zone B captured.
Yeah, they had to make sure Zali's Bane had that nice slow reload so you could look at it having the Drake's Promise animation. Ow, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm dead. Or not. At least Anarchy's still good with champions? Yeah.
Power play. You took them. Now hold them. 5 minutes left. Keep it up. Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock.
I feel like a lot of my kills are getting stolen this match.
I've seen enough.
calling this one. Zone C lost. I could not ask for a better victory.
Bop. Anybody else? Yep. God. Oh, dude, that still hit me? Damn. Epitaph, though. Any good? For me playing one for all? This had like a range masterwork. I wouldn't mind it, but still not the greatest. It's like a weird PvE, PvP hybrid. I imagine several people have already asked you this, but what are your thoughts on the Fighting Lion change? Like I said before, people have asked, it kind of hurts, but I understand. Yeah, it's 58. I'm not going to keep that. I don't know. I might do a quick video just being like, hey, what are my thoughts on it? As like the Fighting Lion guy. What does the Fighting Lion guy think about these big changes to it? Oh, I didn't realize I had a SMG targeting on that whole time. That's probably why my Fatebringer felt a little funny. I'm gonna start using Merciless again, but I felt the same. I basically didn't exist for a long time for me. This line can be used in all activities without risk of animal problems. Yeah, it's still an infinite ammo grenade launcher. It's just that now it leans more into the actual like swapping back and forth, like getting in the middle of the fight and doing that shit type of playstyle, instead of enabling people to just like hide in the back and just kind of spam grenades around corners. Like, you can still do that, obviously, but yeah, it's just harder, or it's slower. Well, it is a little harder too, because they are nerfing the blast radius on grenade launchers as a whole.
Enemy claims Zone C.
And I'm pretty sure Fighting Lion's affected by that, but it's not like a super big blast radius nerf. It's just a little teeny tiny one.
Zone B captured. You have
This isn't like when, oh, I forget if it was when Trials released that Fighting Lion was bugged and its blast radius was like embarrassingly small. Like, they of course fixed that, but like, something was up with it. Like, we're not going back to that tier.
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
What is this Trials of the 9 weapons overall? Are they good or not? There were a few of them that were pretty good, yeah.
Zone C.
I feel like,
You have zone advantage.
I'll have to see what all of them were, because I don't remember exactly what they were.
Lost.
He's using Anarchy. That was probably the same guy from the last match. I'll look at the Trials weapons later. Well, not while I'm playing this match.
Zone A captured.
If I could find some people to shoot.
Advantage is yours. That shut them down.
Damn, I'm only 3rd place. I gotta step up my game. Probably help if I actually had a longer range weapon on for the longer range map, but you know.
Zone A lost. Enemy
Damn,
has
surprised it didn't hit me with that melee. Oh, okay. Whoops. Oh, no, don't do it. Got him.
Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Doesn't matter if you killed me, I got the point. I win. I feel no blast furnace GF. Yeah, honestly. Bring back the black armory guns, man. They were so good. Bring back the black armory guns, maybe add some new ones. Like, I know there was a concept for a black army SMG that never got released. Oh, what do you mean my melee didn't hit? Okay. Oh, I didn't think he was right there. Whoops. There was kind of a few people on my radar. I was debating whether I panic supered or not there. I miss my old blast furnace kill clip, and feeding frenzy was so good back in the day. Yeah, I think I had that same role, or I might have had like an outlaw kill clip one. Ow.
They have advantage.
Can I just have my heavy in peace?
Go. Make them cry. 2 for 1.
Doink. Damn, that hurt him. Free 8 of base armory. I miss Midnight Coup. Yeah, honestly, I didn't use Midnight Coup too much in year 1, but it definitely was good. It just looked and sounded nice. I wouldn't mind bringing it back just for that. I will say though, with like all the old hand cannons that used to be 150s, I kind of wish like they got some kind of bump in another stat to where they didn't feel so bad, because like, you know, their low range was it was kind of weighed by their extra fire rate and being lightweights and all that. But now
That's a power play. You took them.
what is it? But now they're just 140s, but they just have shit stats. Like, they'll have good handling and stuff, yeah, but like their range is bad.
Double down.
Damn.
Zone B lost. Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
He melted the guy with full crits. Yeah, no, he got fucked.
5 minutes remain. A strong start.
Oh, don't piss me, no.
You captured zone
How did I not die? What?
have advantage.
I should have gotten fucking Chaos Reach hitbox there, but I guess not. I guess just hold W at me with a shotgun out. My god. Oh my god, ow. Oh, I'm dead.
Zone C lost.
Fatebringer Adept with the God Roll can go toe-to-toe with Ace. I don't know, Ace is still the better hand cannon overall, but yeah, no, Fatebringer, like a good Adept Fatebringer is still just super good.
You captured zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Whoops, wrong gun. Yeah, no, after the Fighting Lion nerf, like, doing that is going to be a bit harder. It's going to be a lot slower.
They have advantage.
Like, you're not going to want to take as, like, far of pot shots with it. Because, yeah, like, by the time you reload, like, that person's going to be long gone.
Power play. Get those zones back. Zone B captured. Shut the enemy down.
A funeral for Anarchy already. Yeah, no, I just put that in the title because I know that was one thing people were worried about. We knew that Anarchy was finally getting nerfed, so a lot of people were ready to mourn its loss.
That shut them down.
Ah, damn it. He actually pushed me.
You're winning. Stay strong. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Oh, really? I was close enough for a retold tale. That's unfortunate. Doom Shotgun is an exotic land. I mean, Acreus exists if you want just like a beefy ass shotgun that just fucks whatever it hits. Did he really not die? Hello? Alright, my turn to piss. Really?
Victory is all.
Oh well, we won anyway.
Good.
Bop.
You're a wall around those zones. Take that iron.
Oh, someone mentioned something about... Oh, wait, can you not even masterwork blues? What? Can you only do it to armor? Oh, you know what? Yeah, because you got the mods and shit that you gotta do. So yeah, you can make these, So you spend 3 of those in a prism. And then you delete it. And then you get 6 back. Use well next game or I unsub with Starfire Protocol. Fuck it. Oh, wrong gloves. Oh, what is this 99 bullshit? Oh, it's because my armor's like that. Duh. I guess I'll just put monochrome on it. Monochrome. There you are. Nope, wrong. There we go. I'm now the medic. I'll use my chattering bone, screw it. Don't forget the fusion nades, yeah, I've got them on. But my warlock looks like shit. I kind of hope Starfire is getting a ornament next season. Or just sometime soonish, like damn, it hasn't gotten anything. It's like one of the few exotics in the game that just doesn't have an ornament.
You captured Zone C. Enemy claimed Zone A.
Okay. Gotta use Lumina for extra support? Yeah. Should probably just use like a hand cannon or something if it's gonna be Twilight Gap. I'll still just use my Multimax, screw it.
You have advantage. You gained the lead. I love it.
Oh, you fucked up your jump, bud. Bop.
2 for 1.
Bop. Oh, they really didn't kill?
One after
That's too far. Oh. Oh, man, I was around that corner. That's some shit. Final line is all the support they need. It heals, but in reverse. Yeah, exactly.
Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them.
Damn it.
Zone B lost.
Oh, damn it. I really missed that final line. You know what? Come down to me.
Zone C lost.
Or not. Okay. You know, not once have I placed an Emperor this match. Oh, I missed. Man, help W at me.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Can somebody push? Please, I just want to deal damage in my Emperor. Damn it. My biggest want in regards to guns next season, no new hand cannon, please, I beg. No, that's actually, I don't think there's ever been a season where we didn't get a new hand cannon. And if it wasn't like a new one, it was at least like a reissued one. Yeah, there's a door right there. Oh, god damn it.
Zone B lost.
Dude, can I not just get beamed by a dude with a no time to explain with eyes in the back of his head, please? Dude was just jumping over there away from me, and then he perfectly flips around and just beams me in the head.
That shut them down.
Jump up. Yeah, I'm dead. Pace bin believers, how we feeling after this TWAB? I mean, yeah, just more shit's coming out with that TWAB. That more and more shit keeps coming out that makes the TWAB seem more believable, or the pace bin, I should say. Oh. Oh, come on. Had a shotgun on each side. What was I gonna do? Can you not? Fuck off. Go away. This is my point.
Only 5 minutes left. Zone C lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back.
Damn, I don't think anybody jumped in my well with me. I'll take this heavy though.
Good. Show your enemy what a real fight looks like. Tell them to line up fast. 2 for 1. Yes. 3 down. Zone C captured. Zone
Bitch, come here.
advantage is yours.
What? Okay. This dude's like exclusively using his sidearm. Well's not a bad super at all. Yeah, no, Well is like super bait. Like, somebody's absolutely going to drop their super on you if you use a Well, but like, if nobody's going to use a super to stop you, a Well can be pretty gross.
Zone B lost.
Uh-oh. Oh, what do you mean that hits that? Okay. Oh, I didn't stick. Rip. Oh, okay. Poor guy who's having trouble hitting the shots. Vex buff made me wet, not gonna lie, dude. It made me wet too. That shit. Oh. They're doing so much to it. I kind of wish it was like that good from the get-go, but like, man. Oh my god. Was that 4 people in that one slam? Jesus Christ.
Zone C lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. You captured zone A.
Okay, I'll just hip fire into a freaking chaos reach. Cool.
That shut them down.
Oh, what? Oh, that didn't kill him, man. You know, I just wonder how strong the damage buff. I just thought with that buff on Mythoclast, you can just sit there and hold on to those stacks for that extra damage. That's actually going to be like, that might be a little like ridiculous, depending on how strong the damage buff is. Especially because now also you don't lose your stacks when you swap. Like if somebody just gets a couple kills in PvP, they can just sit there with like a super juiced up Mythoclast. Unless like, I forget, did they say they changed it to where it was just like after a kill, or was it each stack gives you whatever? Let me double check this. They changed that? Yeah, where is it? Rework catalyst grant stability and damage after a kill. I mean, I guess it doesn't say for a time, but like, it doesn't say like, it's, I guess it doesn't say like it gets stronger with like each stack. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is just more like they gave it like Feeding Frenzy back. Or not Feeding Frenzy, I guess it is more like they gave it back crowd control, where yeah, you kill something and then you get a damage bonus. And then yeah, they just upped its stability. I wonder how the bars on it are gonna look after the buff, because I'm sure it's gonna look fucking juiced. Like that range bar and that stability bar, like I don't know how much stability it's getting, but that range bar is gonna be like max. Stability gonna be like half, yeah. Alright, that's enough of Starfire. That shit sucked. I'm ready to fear the sounds of Vex all over again. Oh yeah, I'm so ready, dude. Cannot overstate my hype for Mytho.
Control.
I expect it'll be similar to having 2 stacks pre-charge. Yeah. I mean, its stability wasn't like too bad. Like even right now, at least with mouse and keyboard, its stability never felt too bad. But I don't know. I won't say no to a buff. It's still nice. Oh my god, I died to the cold snap itself.
Enemy claims Zone C. Zone A captured. Enemy claims Zone B. Enemy has zone advantage.
Damn. Okay, I'll just punch him twice. Man's got the reaction speed of a sloth.
Zone advantage is yours. You captured Zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
Where'd they all go? Did they really all just die as I came around the corner? That's awesome. Peek? Oh my god. He peeked in between like the delay on me firing. That's epic. Just kidding, it's not epic. It's fucking, it's a tragedy.
Zone B lost. They have advantage. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. This is wonderful. 2 for 1.
Okay. don't know why I thought there was 3 on this point. But oh, that didn't kill him. What? Oh no, 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 no! Stop.
Zone A locked. Together as one. I love it.
It's got that wither horde.
I want more.
Get it away from me. That shit's stinky. Damn, I did that remote detonate too early. Didn't even weaken him. Dude, fucking dunes, man. Weaken that poor guy in dunes, just zaps him from across the map.
Zone B locked. Enemy
Aw, shit.
zone advantage.
Skate lock with onslaught would be nuts. I mean, skate lock's already a 600, so it'd only go up to 720. Like, it'd still be good, I guess, but like, even then, at some point, onslaught also got changed to where like your damage reduces to be in line with that archetype or something.
Zone C.
Like, I want to say when you had 3 times onslaught, like onslaught was the that was the breakneck perk, right? Like, didn't they make it at some point where 3 stacks of onslaught was basically you had the same base damage? You had the same damage as a 3 stacks of rampage 720,
Advantage.
but then you know it was the stats of like a 450 auto. Can't wait for the reissued Trials of the 9 weapons. Yeah, I can't wait to see what perks they have. It'll also be nice to see some actually decent perks come back on some of the guns that they have reissued, because I know that was super disappointing with like the moon guns. How none of that shit, like they were all so bad.
Keep it up.
But you know, they're at least bringing back some of the shit that made them actually desirable. Especially with like reissues moving forward. Why not rework it, only give a rate of fire buff, not requiring rampage? I mean, yeah, they totally could. Like, more perks that affect your rate of fire, I think would be pretty fun. Like, I don't know, more shit like Desperado, I guess. Or like changing Desperado to work on more guns.
Advantage.
You know, I just remembered I was going to look at the Trials of the 9 weapons, but I forgot to do that after the last match. I'll do it after this one. It's already almost over anyway.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
Ow. Not all the moon guns are bad. Surplus kill clip on the hand cannon's pretty juicy. Yeah, it is. But that's like the only juicy thing on that hand cannon. And like literally all the other moon guns are just so bad. Like Tranquility, like look at the perk pool on Tranquility and ask me which of those on there is a good perk. Because the answer is none of them are in either slot. Like everything on Tranquility is so bad right now. Like the perk set on Tranquility is so bad that it makes me feel like Bungie brought it back just so they could be like, there, we brought back this old gun. Are you happy now? Fucking shut up. Like they brought it back but then didn't want us to actually use it because it's old.
Well executed.
I don't know. It's really bad. Damn, 2 Prophet Snow Gloves.
You could give the Red Jacks a
God roll.
solid territory control.
But yeah, let me see those prophecy guns. Let me reopen the TWAB. me scroll down to the picture and try and see what all it was that we're getting back. It looks like it was the first batch of Trials of the Nine weapons. Like, they don't really have that that bluish sheen to them. So we've got the auto rifle, which was... Did I get it on Shit, I don't know if I got it on PC now that I think about it. Yeah, you know what? I think I had it on Xbox when I played D1 before PC came out. Shit, I don't remember what it was called. Like, I don't think it was a Cold Sweat. I might not have that many of the Trials of the Nine guns then. I have Purpose at least, but that's not one of the guns that's coming back. We're getting the Sniper back, which was an aggressive frame, sniper rifles. I think I still have one in my vault too. Yeah, we're getting this back. Which, it was pretty cool. The sidearm I don't think I have. Definitely not. The hand cannon I might have. Judgment? Yeah, we're getting Judgment back, which is a 140. And yeah, it was kinetic, so I guess it'll stay kinetic. It's got kind of meh stats for a hand cannon though. I will say that. I wonder if we'll get new lore about the 9. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Will be nice though. Do I have the... Oh yeah, I do have the shotgun. It was Energy. Could be subject to change though. Yeah, there's the snipe, the pulse. I wonder if with the pulse rifle, I don't know if that's darkest before or if it's relentless here. It looks like it's relentless. Which, I mean, this was good. Head Seeker on it was honestly like really nice. Can we talk about precision shotguns being both slugs and pellets and year 1 aggressives not being the same as year 2 aggressives? Yeah, no, shotguns are kind of weird. Like, aggressive shotguns now, they have that intrinsic perk where they start shooting faster after a kill. The hand cannon stats, I think, are the same as Fatebringer. Is it? Where is Fatebringer? No, Fatebringer has better stats. It has better stability, but it seems like that's about it, really. Like, its other stats are pretty close. Like, maybe the range is a little lower, too, compared to Fatebringer. Hey, Farris, what's going on? Nothing much, just chilling. Fatebringer and Palindrome are stat monsters? Yeah, no. Where's Pally? Like, it's fucking... I mean, I guess it looks pretty similar to Fatebringer now I think about it. It's actually a little better. It has it looks like it might be slightly worse handling and stability, but its range is a little better. But yeah, no. These are both still just stat monsters.
Hello, Guardian. Welcome.
Wait, what did year 1 aggressives do? They didn't really do anything special as far as I know. They just kind of existed. Looks like the same base stats. It's pretty close. It looks like there's a slight difference.
Always good to see another hero of the tower.
Any good? Nope. Well, it's kind of under pressure, I guess, but like... I don't know. It's not great. I'm not going to use it. Farris never got a Palindrome? Yeah, I guess I just never really did the strikes for Palindrome.
Perhaps a barter is one.
Like, I know it's good. It's just that, you know, Fighting Lion. fusion changes look pretty wicked. Yeah, no, that'll be it'll definitely be interesting for the rapid fires, because they're already like good DPS weapons, but now that they're shooting a couple extra bolts, that's like a little bit of extra damage that they deal. So it's just gonna make them like an even better choice. Null Composure might be like really good after the change. You know what? I did make those 1320. Okay. Rapid fusion's looking mighty thick. Yeah, no, that 9-shot burst. Remember when Arantil had a max range of 64 meters? Man, I remember seeing a clip of it killing somebody at 80. I'm pretty sure they had kill clip up, but still. But yeah, no, old Arantil with like the scope and everything on it, like, man, that shit mapped people. Hear me out. Telesto breaks again, but this time it gets the infinite primary ammo. God, can you imagine? Any predictions, wants for next season's exotic battle pass weapon? I would personally want like an SMG or something, because we haven't gotten one of those since Crown of Sorrow. But if the leaks that have came out are to be believed, which more and more stuff has been coming out like it's true, if I had to guess, the season pass weapon it's going to be either a heavy stasis trace rifle, or it's going to be, I think, a linear fusion rifle. We'll see if that ends up being true, though. My hopes would be like an SMG, though. I don't know where I'm running, honestly. I don't know. I think I'll do a little more strikes. Because why not? That kind of blows. I mean, they might be interesting depending on how their perks work. The like the stasis fusion, I keep saying fusion. The stasis trace rifle, for example, supposedly like it's a heavy and it can apparently use like your super energy to do shit. It's very subject to change, though. Null Composure going to be even better for Atheon now? Yeah, exactly. Kind of weird that Merciless almost feels like it got nerfed, if anything, because of the change to where now aggressives only shoot 5 bolts. And also with the aggressive change to where now the base charge time on them is... Oh, okay, I guess I'll just load in at the end of the strike. Free clear for me. 1K got a buff too. I mean, did it get a direct buff? I didn't notice anything about 1K in the patch unless I literally just scrolled past it. I forget, do you shoot his head? Yeah, it's after it breaks that you shoot his, the milk.
Zavala, modular mine neutralized.
What? Okay. It's weird that his bubble didn't fall all the way down.
So, Cabal scientists can take
It's a fusion, so the fusion changes affect it. I mean, do they though? It's like a unique fusion rifle, and it wasn't mentioned in the patch. They mentioned Bastion and Merciless, but they didn't say a word about 1K.
I could have said that.
Let me see if I can find it. I've still got the TWAB open here. If I could drag it over. Fusion rifles. Where's the exotic? Anarchy, Fighting Lion, Xeno, Mytho, Merciless, Jotun, Bastion. Sweet business. Yeah, no, 1K is not even mentioned in the TWAB. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think it's actually getting any changes. It's still good though, like 1K has a similar damage output to what Xeno does like right now. And especially since Xeno's getting just a little bit of a nerf. And they just keep popping up like fucking weeds. What kind of funny loadouts you got? No exotic. Fellwinter's Lie in PvE. Interesting. And a grenade launcher. "1K is a weird beast in itself. Frankly, I'd be afraid if it got buffed."
I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really need a buff.
Be brave, fire team.
The only buff I'd want out of 1K is a buff to like the graphic on the explosion when you fire it.
Console and we'll get out there.
Cause like, you know, you like shoot 1K and then you like make the laser across like a surface or something, and then the little explosions it does, like, I feel like they're too small. I wish they were like I wish they were like bigger and smokier. Like, you know, in like an anime or something, when some big ass laser like cuts across the battlefield and then all the big explosions happen on like a delay where the laser went. I want it to look like that, and it doesn't look like that. It's just these like little farts. More dramatic? Yeah, exactly. I feel like the actual radius of the explosions doesn't even match the visuals. Yeah, no, they're just like these tiny little like pops. When I want them to like, if anything, just like reuse the like rocket launcher explosion graphics. Like I feel like that would look better than what it has now.
True Guardian grabs the danger and walks around with it.
It sounded like a nice dunk.
Zahn's lieutenants aren't messing around. Think we've seen the last of them?
He's bound to have more.
The amount of ammo 1K can hold is so abysmal that it simply can't compete. I mean, it holds what, 7 or 8 shots?
Anything to add?
Nope, she's totally right, which is why we're going.
It needs a buff, especially in season when we can use it as a champion option. I mean, just like looking at the amount of damage it does, like, at least if you look at like the DPS charts, it's not bad by any means. Like, its DPS and total damage, I want to say, is better than what Xenophage does right now. It's obviously less efficient because it's like I want to say roughly 4 shots of Xeno does about as much damage as a single shot of 1K, and then, you know, Xeno holds like 28 shots and 1K holds like 7, so that math adds up.
We're inside the ship again. Zahn can't be far now.
I could be totally wrong on these numbers though.
Not just plain turns. I'm talking really.
I feel like at best it would get 2 shots extra in reserves. Yeah, I don't know, maybe make it like 8 and then I don't know, 10 with reserve mods. I know I was mentioning it earlier, like 2 shots of Anarchy, like once they've dealt all their damage over like the 10 seconds or whatever, it does as much damage as 2 shots of 1K. And then, you know, current Anarchy holds fucking like, what, 26 shots, I think is what it said its base reserves was?
That tank's between us and Raucous Zahn.
I think you should blow up the tank.
He's a master technician.
Thoughts on the fighting line change? Sorry if it's been asked like 1,000 times. Yeah, it's alright. Like I had mentioned to them, I think it hurts, but I understand why they did what they did. Like I explained it a little bit earlier on stream, but like you wouldn't want to see a PvP meta where fighting line was a top pick. Cause like remember when Hardlight was meta and everybody was just spamming it down corridors and like you couldn't push any angles? That's what it would be like with Fighting Lion. Except instead of walking into an angle and getting clipped for like 40 damage, you took 140. Did they get rid of double slug hot swapping? Yes. They are patching the hot swap glitch. You won't be able to do this anymore. And infinite ammo? Yeah, that would be... Yeah, exactly. Like, infinite ammo Fighting Lion that reloaded as fast as it does now, like... it'd be rough. Like, it was honestly something I thought of for a while, is like honestly I was wondering if they were going to do anything about it generating ammo on kills, because like it holds so much ammo that for like how spammable it can be, it's kind of rough, but you know, they're addressing the spam thing. Mythoclast is going to be fire? Oh yeah, I am so ready for Mythoclast. Mythic class was one of my favorite exotics in Destiny 1, and I'm so ready for it to just kick all the ass in D2. Like, it's going to be so powerful. Like, what was it? Like, 40% damage increase in PvE? I'm mostly concerned with the 0 reload speed. That was the only thing that was like questioned for me, especially for PvE. I mean, they said with the reload thing, they were making it so that if you hit multiple targets with your grenade, it boosts your reload speed back up to its current reload speed. So for PvE, it's going to play about the same as long as you're, like, even if you're just like spamming it into like groups, like, you could still do that. It's mostly a PvP thing. It's going to keep you from just like spamming grenades around corners and just like harassing people super hard. Like, you can absolutely still just like fire a grenade to try to like find where somebody is, but like, you're not going to be able to just like do this to somebody like all the time. Which I won't lie and say I'm not guilty of doing this shit. Like, it's super good, but like, I understand why this is going, because like, even in like trials, a team of 3 people doing this shit on a choke with infinite ammo, you wouldn't want this. There would be so much complaining. Like, people are already bitching so hard about grenade launchers. Hell, I already saw people in the chat earlier. I saw a couple people that were just like, oh, they didn't do enough to grenade launchers. So yeah. Now, if I could just get like a legendary drop. So Wish Ender it is. I mean, yeah, honestly, like, I think I might have mentioned it on stream before. Like, I honestly, like, a Wish Ender, or even just like somebody with a bow on your team can be like really useful, even in like trials. Like, just having that one person that just, they just tickle people. Like, they peek and then they just immediately deal like 150 damage to someone. Especially Wish Ender that can just tell you where everybody is at all times, like their exact positions. With those Bungie mandated wall hacks. Shit's good. How hard is the Vex Catalyst to get? It's not hard to get. You have to do special stuff in Vaulted Glass. It's not like an RNG thing. You have to have somebody that has Mytho, and there's like special Vex plates around the raid that you stand on that summon oracles that you have to shoot. And you just do that like a few times throughout the duration of the raid at different points, and you're good to go. It'll just give it to you. And then the Catalyst itself, I think you just need like a few hundred kills with it, and it'll actually upgrade. It's just that, yeah, you're gonna have to get people together. You're gonna have to LFG for like a Mytho like Catalyst raid. And you might get some people that are not too eager at the prospect of doing a Mytho Catalyst raid. Like back in D1 when, you know, someone would be like, oh, looking to do a monitor raid or whatever, and people just like didn't have the patience for it after a while. I'm sure next season though there'll be a lot of people that are trying to get the Catalyst. Accuracy Masterwork seems so unreasonably rare on what, a bow? Because those are the only things that roll it. And the Monarch for sure deserves a Catalyst this season. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I hope Monarch gets a Catalyst. I hope Teraba gets a Catalyst. Especially because I think we're getting, what, Barrier SMG next season? Or I think there's some Barrier anti-champ mod that we're getting next season, so Teraba with that would be really nice. Especially with a shiny new Catalyst. I'm honestly surprised they didn't give Teraba the like, keep your charges ability. I can kind of understand why they wouldn't want to give that to Teraba, though, because when you proc Teraba, it gets, like, insane. And being able to just, like, hold on to that and dump it on somebody whenever you're ready for it could be a little annoying. No SMG mods next season? Oh, okay. I was probably getting mixed up because there's, what, anti-barrier auto, right? Oh yeah, didn't we get a poll for weapon ornaments way back when? Maybe Le Monarch will finally get one if enough votes. Yeah, but I forget if they said like what the time frame on those ornaments would be. Because like they already have it planned out like however long in advance, like what ornaments they're gonna make. And this was more for like probably like Witch Queen and beyond, if I had to guess, like when we would get these ornaments. Or just like, hey, what kind of stuff do you want to see? And I remember, yeah, Monarch was on that list. I forget if Jotun was there or like Risk Runner. I think Sunshot was on the list. I know Fighting Lion was. But yeah, I don't know. We might see one for it next season. Would be pretty nice. Yeah, no, the damage buff on hand cannons is going to be really nice next season. This Fatebringer is going to feel real good. Shame that they aren't doing anything to Adrenaline Junkie as far as I can tell. Farris, thoughts on the Fighting Lion changes? You could rewind back about 10 minutes probably. Or rewind back to when this guy that joined doesn't have a name. What? Oh, okay. But yeah, no. Yeah, Fighting Lion thoughts. Shit hurts, but I understand. They're not gonna, the nerfs aren't gonna be as bad as they really sound, I think. It's some bold but necessary changes they had to make to the gun. At least Vex will actually be good. Vex will be really good. Vex is gonna kick so much ass. Oh. I thought there just wasn't enemies here, they just had a delayed spawn in. You should put up a line of text on stream what you think about the Fighting Lion changes. I'm honestly probably gonna like record a quick thing just about my thoughts, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. Like just a quick little video. Like I don't know if I'll put like my reaction to the Fighting Lion changes, but I'll probably just do a quick like read over, just like, hey, what are my thoughts on it, and blah blah blah, and just kind of explain basically what I've just been saying here on stream, and then also like why I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And it's not like it's going to stop me from using Fighting Lion or anything. Like, my biggest concern right now is just seeing how the reload thing is going to proc. Like, is it going to be like a stacking reload speed increase based on how many things you hit, or is it going to be like you have to fire into a group of at least like 3+ enemies to proc it? Oh, I guess we do have to kill the Briggs. Also, I'm kind of surprised that they said linear fusions weren't quite where they want them to be, because they feel pretty good nowadays. What linear are you using right now? It's the one from last season, from Season of the Chosen. It's Threaded Needle, I think, is the name. This one's got a Field Prep Frenzy and a magazine increase to boost it up to 6. It's probably 2 enemies for maybe 10-second duration. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see. It's literally Tuesday. Don't even have to wait a week to find out what it's going to be. Then I can start testing it and figuring out what they've done to my baby. The bow is Imperial Needle, I think. Oh, I mean, I think this is Threaded Needle, right? Yeah, it is Threaded Needle. Can I get like an actual strike drop, please? Preferably the rocket, preferably with like a perfect roll, so I can use it for 3 seconds until the new ritual rocket comes out and becomes like the best DPS legendary in the game. Arbalest is getting barrier, I heard. Yes. they didn't talk about it in the specific exotic thing, but they said it was in the known bugs section towards the bottom of the TWAB. They said how something with let me just read it. It's down here at the bottom. Let me just bring it up on screen again. It's known issues. I forget if it's right up here. Yeah, known issues. The Arbalist Exotic Linear Fusion will not work with an anti-champ mod in Season of not Arrivals. So yeah, no, there's the, they've already shown that there's going to be, what, Unstoppable Fusion? Like, Arbalist isn't going to work with it, but it says in a future update that they're going to give Arbalist anti-barrier as an intrinsic. So yeah, it's coming. Not on Season 15 launch, but eventually. And yeah, that's going to be, like, super good for barriers. Because Arbalist has Disruption Break on it, which is 50% extra damage dealt with kinetic weapons to an enemy that you just pop their shield with that gun. So, you know, an anti-barrier, if you pop a barrier that with Disruption Break, that counts.
Guardian, we've picked up a high gain trend.
So it's going to be good.
Point is somewhere along the coast.
It's going to be good, arguably better than Ariana for anti-barriers.
That's Rasputin, the AI Warmind. If I'm understanding him correctly, it's a distress call.
Ariana's will be out of a job. No, Ariana's will just be a better, like, generalist exotic. Like, Ariana's more forgiving just because it has more ammo and is easier to use, but Arbalist, like, if you really want to shit on an anti-barrier, it'll do it. You also don't have to worry about the element with anti-barrier, or with Arbalist, because they did whatever to where it works with a match game. Because it naturally has, like, anti-shield properties. Oh, man. Ariana still has auto-loading? Yeah, no, Ariana is still going to have a place. It's just that Arbalist will be an extra choice you could have. Which is nice. Ariana's better for general DPS as well. Arbalist will be good at killing barriers. Yeah, pretty much that. Because Ariana, especially if you put on like hand cannon reserves or something. Actually, now that I think about it, hand cannon reserves might not exist anymore. That might kind of fuck over Ariana. Wonder how that's gonna work. But yeah, no, Ariana holds almost like 30 shots, I want to say. Doink. Doink. Oh, I didn't doink a second time. You know, I just wonder what archetype the Stasis Fusion is going to be next season. Because it's definitely coming. I didn't realize that you could hear if somebody else's mytho gets fully charged. I wish hand cannon ammo finder worked with Ariana. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Mods like that used to work, because I remember for a while I used to run, it didn't matter what I was using, as long as I had Fighting Lion on, I always ran Grenade Launcher Ammo Finder, because it would work off of Fighting Lion.
These sequences are incredibly complex. Plus,
I think it was very specifically special weapons. Like, you would get Ammo Finder green bricks if you had Fighting Lion on, and Grenade Launcher Finder. But then they fixed it to where it actually drops primary bricks if you do that with Fighting Lion, so it's worthless. Scav works though? Yeah. It only increases primary ammo drops when you have a hand cannon. You have to have the right, like, type of gun on for it to actually do anything. Also, I just thought with that guy using Mythoclast, like, I looked back at the TWAB at the section on Mythoclast, and it says it increased its PvE damage bonus by 40%. Like, I wonder if that's like a 40% damage buff to Mytho, so like whatever it does now currently that's going up by 40%, or if like it's some like internal thing that's going up to be stronger, because like, this song repeat? Oh, I guess I closed it. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Because like, let me find it and how it's worded. It's worded kind of funny.
Picked up Rasputin's distress call. If we don't shut it
It's
down,
PvE damage bonus increased by about 40%, but like, I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? Like say a regular 360 auto rifle does 2,000 damage, and Mythoclast right now is dealing like 2,200 damage. So like its damage bonus is that extra 200. Is that 200 damage bonus being increased by 40%, or is the 2,200 being increased by 40%? They also increased Vex's range. Yeah, no, Vex is gonna be nasty. It's gonna have like 30 meters of range. It's gonna be the fastest killing high impact auto rifle in the game, just because it shoots a little bit faster. Because it does have that fire rate bug in it right now, but like they're basically just turning that on all the time. After a kill, it's going to get a damage buff of who knows how much strength. And then once you get, you know, just 2 kills in PvP, which you can stow the gun, actually, finally. Like, you get 2 kills in PvP, you get your 6 stacks of overcharge, you put on the linear fusion mode that now is going to have a, what, 533 charge rate instead of, like, 800, so it's on par with, like, heavy linear fusions, but it's still one-shot supers. Mytho is going to be a fucking beast. It is going to be a beast, and it is going to be a really good, like, all-around exotic. Like, honestly, I'll probably run, like, Mytho and, like, Blasphemer or something a lot in PvP. Like, I'll still use my Fighting Lion, obviously, but, like, as, like, something else to pull out. Like, I'll pull out, like, Teraba and something sometimes, but, like, Mytho's going into that rotation. It is firmly cementing itself in my inventory. And I could not be happier, honestly. I apparently didn't hit this drag with my Fighting Lion. Interesting. Mytho looks really good for Grandmasters too? Yeah. Damage is awkward to say because it's changing archetype. I mean, it's not necessarily changing archetype, it's they're just increasing its fire rate. Its impact value is probably still going to stay about the same as it currently is. I don't think they said anything about, like, its damage changing. Wow, I whiffed that melee entirely. We all know it's Devil's Ruin meta from PvP without Mytho. For those without Mytho. Yeah, no, like, Devil's Ruin is going to be fun in PvP, or PvE. I mean, PvP also, like, you'll be able to just spam the shit out of the laser and not have to worry about your ammo anymore. Because, like, Devil's Ruin unironically would run out of ammo all the time. You'd use that shit for 5 seconds and you'd run out. Mythoclast with charging up with stacks and stacks with high energy fire will be broken. Yeah, no, if you, like, fully spec into Mytho, it's going to be super good. It's already going to be a monster, but then that's going to make it a beast.
That shank's been modified to crack his system. Let's take it out.
I may not have Mytho, but I'm honestly excited to see my old favorite gun be busted again. Yeah, I know, I'm so ready. Like, I can't imagine it's going to be, like, super busted in PvP. It'll be good, but, like, I feel like it's not really going to be, like, well, I don't know, it might not really be, like, an issue. Like, everyone's probably going to still be using exotics, but it's absolutely going to be a viable pick. Like, honestly, if they just buffed the range on Mytho and left it at that, like, it would still be an alright, like, PvP pick. It would just be, like, It would just be like an alright 360 auto that then you turn it into a really good linear. But you know, now Mythoclast is going to be the best 360 auto in the game because it's now a 390 auto with 360 auto damage. Can I get a strike drop, please? What is this? And then, you know, now when you toggle it over to linear fusion mode, it's the best fucking PvP linear in the game.
In the meantime, I'm sending a team to seal the vault. All thanks to you, Guardian. Impressive work.
I wonder how much damage you get per stack with Mythoclast Catalyst. I mean, it sounds like it's not per stack with the Mytho Catalyst is the thing. It sounds like they're changing the Catalyst to where it's instead like, yeah, after a kill you get like a timed like damage and stability bonus. Instead of it being you get more stability per stack of overcharge. Get a double kill, 2 stacks of charge of light, and then infinite high energy fire. I believe it should get about a 0.8 time to kill instead of the 360.87. Are 360s really 0.87? I thought they were a little faster than that. It'll compete with adaptives. I don't know, let me just plug in some numbers here. Time to kill calculator. I know there's one of you. Game agnostic time to kill calculator. Let's punch some numbers into this. So, I think 6 resilience is 196 health. What does Mythoclast do right now? 36 ahead? 390 RPM. 0.76. I feel like 36 isn't correct. Hang on. Where is the DPS chart? PvE, no, that's the PvE one. You know, I just thought of something. I saw in a Discord somebody linked, there was a Reddit post that was claiming that crossplay was live already for some reason. I wonder if that has to do with that bug I just saw down in the corner where it just says joined. Like it didn't show the person's actual name. Like I wonder if maybe the person that joined was actually like a console person. Honestly, with a name like XCHFX, like I could believe it. You don't see names like that on PC. You know what? Let's just see if he's using traction. No, he doesn't have mods on. He actually like doesn't have mods on unless they're seasonal mods. Okay. My bad. 0.83 for current impacts. Mytho might get something around 0.76-ish. Yeah, that sounds like the numbers I plugged in. Try to look up their profile. I mean, no, it comes up with the profile. I guess not. Can I shoot, please? That was weird. It's like my gun jammed. I was left clicking and it wasn't doing anything. Uh-oh. .76 would actually be on the verge of really good. I wouldn't call that on the verge of really good. I would call that really good. What? I thought the mines on the ground have like 1 health. A rip fighting lion. It's not rip. It's just, it's not going to be obnoxious in PvP. You're not going to be able to play it in like a super obnoxious way anymore. It does still have to land the same shots as 360s now, though, so realistically you'll get maybe a 0.8 to a 0.9 time to kill at best, yeah. What time to kill do 140s have? I think they're like 0.87. Maybe not 0.87, but they're like 0.8 something. They're almost 0.9.
Please care about Ghost.
Yeah, little Leon might give him mine.
No rip Anarchy. I can't believe how reasonable that nerf is. Who are you and what did you do with Bungie? Yeah, no, like, the Anarchy nerf, like, it's still gonna be good. Damn it.
Barrier down. They'll say, those shanks were using your circuits as arc weapons.
Hey, Farris, how are things? Pretty good. How are things for you, Vrimey?
Oh, he's okay.
Oh, exactly.
Oops.
Captain, have you located those fallen? Not pressing, but I can feel them. Ripping things out.
Can I jump up this, please?
Look, his ghost loves him. These vents, they're building something. We've handled quite a few of them, actually. Guess they're not the ones we want. We'll keep looking. We're investigating new arc pulses now.
Doing well, feeling weird about the fighting line changes, though. Yeah.
Hello? Everything okay?
We're fine.
Mytho shots do be blinding. Like, look directly at the... Like, looking directly at a charged Teraba. Yeah, no, like, looking at somebody with charged Teraba in their hands, they're just holding, like, a fucking orange lens flare.
I was so worried about you guys. And you stopped. I'm so glad I can hear myself in the feed again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
Hi, year one dialogue. You were so shit.
Zaval's gonna be so mad you cut him out of this. Onward.
What? Why are you not dead? There you go. What? Hidden perk blinding nades. Year one dialogue sounds like how I think 10-year-olds talk. No offense, 10-year-olds. Yeah, no, year one's dialogue and writing feels like a Marvel movie. Farris, are you excited for Infinite Fighting Lion? We've had Infinite Fighting Lion for 3 years. I mean, it'll be nice, but it's being outweighed by nerfs, so. I'm mostly excited for Omega Mythoclast.
What was that?
Oh, I missed him. Can I hit you, please? Okay, I guess one shot will make him fuck off. Damn it. Oh my god, wow. Okay. Just fucking kill him then. Oh my god, please. Give me a strike gun, please. I honestly don't get it. I have prosperity. Yeah, I have Vanguard prosperity. The Omega class, yeah. The class is genuinely about to be like one of the most powerful, most well-rounded primaries in the entire game. And I'm so ready. I know I sound like a broken record for anybody that's been in here for a while, but like I am so happy for the Mythoclast changes. Rip Crown Splitter when energy accelerant is gone. Crown Splitter is still like the highest DPS legendary sword in the game though. Even without Crown Splitter, like yeah, it's funny. Like it's absolutely hilarious one-shotting strike bosses on a heavyweight day, but like It's still good. Of course, at school I had to stay an extra 45 minutes because there was a tornado. Rip. Myth Omega lolcast. But no, I'm trying to think of some other weapons that are going to really benefit from the infinite ammo for primary staying like of just the other exotics. Tiku is going to be nice because it ran into some ammo issues. Like just the back and forth that you do with it, it was a little annoying. Obviously it's fun to, yeah, fighting Lion is literally infinite ammo grenade launcher, but it's getting nerfed pretty hard to compensate in the reload department. Which won't really be a problem in PvE with how they're doing it, supposedly, but I'm going to put on a sword. I'm actually going to put on this sword because, I don't know. I don't know what the Besto will break next season. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I don't know how much Telesto's really going to break because, like, they aren't really doing anything to precision frame fusion rifles. Like, let me find, like, where were precision frames mentioned here? Precisions and adaptives are close to unchanged. Base charge time is unchanged. Shots per burst unchanged. Very slight increased total damage per burst. Yeah, no, like, basically nothing's happening to Telesto, so there's a good chance it might honestly not break something. If it breaks something, it's probably going to be a weird interaction with the Unstoppable mod. It'll be some weird shit like you put down, like you hit something with Telesto and then it staggers an Unstoppable like 7 times. But it's going to be something that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It'll just like flood the feed with so-and-so is stunned and unstoppable. And it'll just be kind of funny. It could be wrong though, who knows? I do kind of wish in this weapon TWAB here there was something about like weapon mods. Like maybe Icarus grip, but you know. I guess not. Telesto probably breaks something whenever Bungie hovers the mouse over its folder. Telesto's actually just got like a virus and that's why it's so buggy. Like just random shit happens with it. Can I have some more ammo, please? Actually, where's like all the heavy bricks? This shit's just not spawning all of a sudden. Celeste glitches are almost as entertaining as New Vegas glitches. Honestly, like, it made me think about like Skyrim glitches, and you know, like I know I would see it a lot in the comments of like the Essential Guide videos I've done, like comparing them to Yomfa's videos. And, you know, like the kind of shit he'll show off, like just breaking the shit out of Skyrim to like what was it, like the Mages Guild, like becoming the fucking like the lead of the College of Winterhold without casting a single spell and all that shit. And like getting into the college in the first place and like flying with a bucket and all the fun shit like that. Like Skyrim is just a treasure trove of funny shit. Like, I know there was one I actually saw recently. It was somebody that worked on Skyrim posting on Twitter about how, it was something with the intro to, it was with the intro to Skyrim where, you know, you're riding in on that cart and how, you know, that cart, like, that isn't, like, just an animated thing that's, like, all rendered in-game and the cart actually has physics and stuff. So, you know, it's actually, like, bumping along as it goes on the road and all that shit. But they mentioned how, like, it wasn't quite doing, like, they got it working eventually, but then at one point they fixed a completely unrelated bug that was with, like, you know, trying to, like, pick up a bee that you would use for, like, alchemy or whatever. Like, they adjusted whatever about its collision so that you could properly grab it, and because of that, it was like now like a proper like physics entity in the world. And so sometimes they would be testing it, and they would test the intro, and a bee would fly into the cart, and it would rocket into the sky. And they were just like, what is causing this? Until eventually they realized it was this little bee that flew by. I don't know why I'm dealing with her. She's... You know why Bethesda dialogue always sounds so weird? It's because they record the voice lines. It's because they record the voice lines in alphabetical order, lol. Yeah, no, like... They have the like 5 voice actors that are doing all this shit. And then, yeah, they just hand them the enormous lexicon of the script that is all the voice dialogue. And they're like, alright, just start reading this off. And so, yeah, you get weird, like, stifled dialogue. I could understand why you'd want to do that, though, just to, like, save time and money, because, like, that would get real expensive real fast if, like, you're, like, really trying to get the voice acting just right when there's as much voice acting as there is. Like, look at Fallout New Vegas, for example. I want to say New Vegas still holds the record for, like, the most voice dialogue in a game. I mean, I don't know that Obsidian did it like that, and the dialogue is better in New Vegas, obviously, but, like, I don't know, I could understand why Bethesda would do that, because, yeah, it would get super expensive having to, like, get the voice actors to do it just right, and they have so much to go through. But, I mean, with all that Skyrim money they've got nowadays, like, honestly, they could probably afford to do it good. Good dialogue is pricey, yeah. Oh, you know, she's got health gates, yeah. He slammed on her with that, that energy accelerant crown splitter, and she just teleported back over here.
The Lotus play for power showed the danger in hive logic, but also its flaws.
Josh Sawyer, the lead director of New Vegas, had a 16-hour charity stream about a year ago where he answered all the questions. Great watch.
Excellent work.
Well, I mean, it's a strike drop, finally. Any good? Feeding Frenzy multi-kill clip? I mean, I guess. It's not terrible, but, like... I don't, honestly, like... I have a one-for-all one of those that's probably better for that purpose. Obsidian's a treasure we don't deserve. Yeah. I've been using Fighting Lion since the game launched and had no idea until TWAB that it had its own subreddit. Yeah, no, it's got its own sub of people going in and shitposting. Thoughts on the primary ammo rework? I'm glad with it. I'm not surprised they're doing it. Because, yeah, they, like... I saw a post that was kind of theorizing that this would happen. This was literally like a week ago, though, because of the changes to inertia and the changes to drop mag. Somebody was just like, I think they might be giving primaries like infinite reserves, and then sure enough, they ended up actually doing that. Which, I mean, it's nice because like ammo is pretty much never an issue on primaries. There's like a couple exotics that run into issues because they burn through it so fast. I haven't checked. Are the Acolyte bodies still in the OG loot cave in the Cosmodrome? Yes, and you can still interact with them and it still plays the voice line. Josh Sawyer loves his creation so much that he made his own hardcore mod called the Josh Sawyer mod that makes New Vegas realistically hard. That sounds familiar. I feel like I heard about that, but I didn't realize who Josh Sawyer was. That's pretty cool. That's surprising. Could you imagine a new light with no context finding that? Dude, I remember finding that in Destiny 1 and not fully understanding what that shit was. Hell, I'm pretty sure I'd like decrypted Ingram's before, and then I went to that and I was like, who the fuck is Rahul? I was running out of scout ammo quite a lot this season, GMs. Yeah, I was like subsisting on my scout ammo. Like there were times where I would get low. I mean, it's probably not better than the one I'm using. Like this one, I use this shit for PvP and it's really nice. I can't imagine I'm really going to use this memory interdict for anything. But yeah, no, primary ammo change is nice. I welcome it. I feel like people are going to find ways to be annoying with like Sweet Business or something though. Like Sweet Business Actium War Rig, like literally all it takes is 2 Titans running that, like coordinating, and they can completely shut down a choke point. Like 1 Titan alone can already shoot forever, but like they just do that, and then the other Titan is just like shooting, like they start shooting like a few seconds after the first one, so that there's just no downtime on their gunfire. Malfeasance might be pretty nice with the ammo changes. I mean, it's nice for like everything, but I don't think it's gonna be like, it's not gonna suddenly make Malfeasance good, I don't think.
Hey there.
I don't have anything to grab there.
Take care of yourself, okay? Hey.
Swear on my life they're gonna turn Devil's Ruin into a special weapon. The laser would be ridiculous. That'd be funny, but like Devil's Ruin is already basically like a primary fusion rifle in the way that it works, kind of. I can't imagine they'll really change it. Oh, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call the stream there. Just wanted to do like, I mean, I guess it wasn't too much shorter than one of my usual streams, but just a little bit shorter for the TWAB, you know. Big TWAB, big excite. So ready for next season with these changes coming. It's gonna be fun, especially with proper anti-cheat coming and the Trials rework that hasn't been announced yet, but they've already confirmed is coming. Shit's gonna be litty. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream today, and I will definitely see you guys this Tuesday when the new season of Destiny 2 drops. Season of, we don't actually know for sure what its name is, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, peace out and have a good one.